It's game time. 48 hours, we're going to feel again. Watch the 49ers beat up the Eagles. Woo, man. This season is unreal. We get the Giants and Jets. The Cardinals has been the only obstacle we failed. This is the only thing that bothers me. I can't wait to play the Cardinals again. We got to beat them next time, right? So we're 2 out of 3. We ain't beat nobody. We ain't played nobody. We still ain't playing nobody this weekend. Niners versus Eagles in the first primetime Sunday night meeting may be a one-sided affair due to the ongoing personnel struggles going on with Philly. In contrast to the Niners' offensive reinforcements of George Kittle and Deebo Samuel returning to the lineup, it's just not fair. The 49ers are nowhere near at full strength just yet. However, it's Friday night. Everybody wants to know, how do you feel about the outcome of this particular Sunday? It's so much fun, right? Right now, it's just so much fun. We might as well have fun with this now, because in about 3 or 4 weeks, the atmosphere will change. It's set. It ain't going to be no more cakewalks. And you know what? If the 49ers fool around, this may not be a cakewalk. The Eagles are going to snap out of it at some point. I don't know if it's pretty much – it won't be this weekend, though. They just got too many people out. The injury report, oh, look at us, though. D. Ford is back. Now somebody said, is D. Ford contemplating retirement? And, of course, as soon as I was watching, I said, oh, please, yes. You know, because he's not coming back, fam. I really don't think so. And if he does, he come back for a few minutes. My shoulder, anything. He's got to go. Jimmy G, of course, that ankle is still going on. Dre Greenlaw, quadricep. E-Man Mosley still in concussion protocol. I would have thought he would have cleared it by now, so I guess it was more serious than we would imagine. Heem and a knee is still going on. Remember, Heem yesterday went public with, shut it down, because I think a couple of players got hurt in that game against the Jets yesterday or Thursday night. So he was looking at it like, man, shut that field down. I still blame the league doesn't put fields in. It's individual franchises, right? Why the hell they put that surface down? Artificial turf is famous for tearing players up. Why did you put it down there? I just don't understand that. Jordan Reed also a knee. Spoon still dealing with a hamstring are all out for the 49ers this coming Sunday. K'Wan Williams' hip is their only questionable player, and that is a huge question. Now, for Philly, Deshaun Jackson, hamstring. Wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, that is. Alshon Jeffrey, something's wrong with his feet. Cornerback Avonte Maddox, ankle. Cornerback Trevor Williams, ribs. Won't be in the lineup this weekend. Also, wide receiver J.J. Arcega, who I wanted to draft that year. Arcega-Whiteside, he's got a calf thing going on. Will likely join them on the inactive list after being listed as doubtful. And left tackle Jason Peters, foot. He is listed as questionable. And they're already having enough trouble with that offensive line. I do worry about Carson Wentz. Even though the 49ers frontline defense is not all it's going to be, they're still pretty nasty. Good luck, Carson. I don't know, man. Where there is no question, though, Deebo will be back on the football field this weekend. Coach Kyle Shanahan and 4 reporters today during the press conference. This is a quote, Deebo will play. He had a real good week of practice, and I plan to get him in there. I'm excited to see him out there, unquote. But don't expect Deebo to instantly become a significant weapon just yet for Slick Nick, who will be starting the course. Because it's like, Deebo, man, you've been out for a while, dude. Chill out. I can see him already. Coach, I can do more better than this. Come on, Coach. I'm not glass. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Coach plans to be cautious with Deebo, just like you and I would be. I look at him and say, Deebo, how many snaps you had today? 3. That's enough. I got Ayuk out there doing his thing. And by the way, the Pepsi Zero Sugar, Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week was your dude and mine, Brandon Ayuk. We get to have these. If you notice that we have these almost every year now. And anyway, Deebo hadn't even practiced since the week leading to Super Bowl 54. So, that's it just goes without saying. Coach Shannon continued with, a quote, we definitely have to be smart with him. I wouldn't say that there's a pitch count, but Deebo was our starting receiver last year. He earned that early in the year, and he kept that way most of the year. Definitely had a good finish. I don't expect him to be like that on Sunday. It is his first time back. We've got to be smart with that. You see a lot of these injuries around the league and stuff. That kind of what happens when you don't go through the formal or totally normal process of an off season. We've got to be strong with him. I know he'll be out there, but it won't be his normal role. That's for sure. Unquote. Kyle Shanahan. Coach added that he could feel a different vibe out of the practice field with Deebo participating this week. Also returning, Mrs. Kittle's baby boy, George, who's been missing since a week 1 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals, of which his old buddy. If we get hurt one more time playing the Cardinals by that same, it ain't gonna happen again. And anyway, Nick is pumped to have the dynamic duo back. That's all, Nick said of Deebo and GK during his portion of the media conference, quote, they're two great playmakers on this football team. Even getting on the practice field this week, you're quickly reminded about their speed. They're so fast at every practice rep, in every game rep, and we're going to love to have their speed, physicality, and mindset back on the field this week. I'm pumped for those guys that they're finally healthy. Unquote. With all that we know this hour, I'm going to go ahead and give you my score right now. With all that we know at this hour, I'm looking at 4 TDs. Because I figure Kyle's going to start running out the clock at some point. Just get off the field so nobody gets hurt. I figure 4 TDs and a couple of field goals, which adds up to 34 points. Which, and the way the way the Eagles have been struggling, I'll give them a TD and a 3. So it's going to be 34-10 Niners. If the 49ers want to score up on these guys, it's really unnecessary. I don't want to put anybody at risk. As soon as the game's over, just let's sit down, okay? Let's stop. Because if anybody gets hurt in a blowout, an unnecessary blowout, it would just piss me all the way off. Get up here and see what. It's Corey Blackbitsy. Aloha from Carson County. Everybody hit that like and Ronbo, hit that block on these haters. As a matter of fact, you can individually block those people. I just wait for them to step out of line. We have rules they have to adhere to, and you know what the rules are. No racism, no politics, no attacking women. If I see bigotry in any comment, I will definitely give them the boot so fast you'll see my footprint on the earth. But until they do that, I'm a fair guy to that extent, and I will let them come in. They provide entertainment. Some people like to go back and forth with them, but we'll see. Just imagine if Verrett could play like that all year and stay healthy. That is the biggest thing right there. Jason Verrett and Dante Johnson are your starting corners this week. If K'Wan Williams isn't able to play that hip, that means Ward's got to come down and cover the slot. And then, of course, T. Moore will be out in the back. Jose Escobar says, Mullins, Deebo, Kittle, Ayuk working that offense. Can't wait. I know, man. That's going to be exciting, man. Just having George and Deebo back is exciting. I don't know to what extent Deebo's going to be playing, though. HBK times Haim. HBK. Heartbreak Kid. Guys, just imagine Kittle, Reed, Deebo, Ayuk, Haim, Jet, Wilson with Jimmy G. Needness. Don't forget Bourne and Sanu. They're going to hate us because they hate us. DJ Malone. Hey, it's Ronbo Sports. Hashtag Quest for 6 Revenge Tour 2020. I'm glad that we're getting Kittle and Deebo back. Jimmy G should be 100% ready to play within the next week or two. My score prediction, 24-10. Niners, of course. And Shorty Doo-Wop Niner Batiste. Shorty Doo-Wop Niner Batiste. I love it. 38-17, because the refs will give them 14 points. I wonder if the refs can even help them this time. The Eagles, you watch that game last week? Oh, they're poor guys. They look like us in 2015, 16. Yeah. Ray Jr., 35, Niners 17 for the Eagles. And Charles Lawler, 27-17, Niners. I don't know what the Eagles are going to do. Who's running back for the Eagles? I just don't know how they go. What kind of. The 49ers defense is definitely strong enough to stop whatever they got off. And I mean, I just don't know. It could be a shutout. The Owl. Come on in, man.
No, nothing. Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
D, man, I'm looking. This is like we get what should have been 4 weeks of good time football, knowing that the 49ers would go wax the floor with these people. Except for the Eagles put a little blemish on that, didn't they? But D, I'm telling you, man, Sunday night under the lights, of course, the 49ers ain't got that crowd to make them crazy, but I see a butt whooping coming this time. What do you see coming up?
Well, of course I see a butt whooping coming this time. I told you, Carson Wentz is playing like hot shit on a stick. I predict we'll pick him off at least 2 to 3 times.
And no receivers.
Here's the thing. This is the only thing that scares me. I don't want him to play so bad that they put in Jalen Hurts. I don't need another running quarterback for us to try to deal with. I do not. Jalen Hurts is very mobile. If you ain't seen that kid at Oklahoma,
no, I did. I forgot about him.
I forgot he was on the team. And if you remember, where was he at before Oklahoma? He was at Alabama. The kid is seasoned. He knows what he's doing. They didn't draft this kid because they think that, he's just some random dude. They drafted him in the second round as an insurance policy because Carson Wentz can't stay healthy. And with the way he's playing right now, it looks like they made the worst move, picking him because he looks horrible.
Well, he was good his first couple of years.
He was all right. But what was he, Ronbo? What do I tell you about all the time? What don't I like? I don't like injured players.
Oh, yeah, he can't avoid that.
You can't do anything for me. Yeah. What are you going to do for me on the sideline? What, tell the quarterback how to do their job? Yeah. Obviously, Nick Foles got the job done. We know that already. And he done stole somebody else's job. He over there in Chicago told Mr. Trubisky, go on, sit down. This is how it works.
He ain't coming back this week either. I hear you.
Exactly.
I do.
So with Kittle and Deebo back in the fold, you put Deebo and Ayuk on the field with Kittle, with Ross Dwelly, with Juice, with Jeff or Jermichael.
Stop!
Come on, Ronbo. Seriously right now?
Stop it.
Yeah, tell you right now. Look, man, I wish they would try. They look, okay, the Eagles have a nice little defense. I give them, Fletcher Cox is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, God,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a couple of little dudes on their side, but let me tell you something, Ronbo. They ain't ready to deal with us. We ain't even at full strength that we gonna scare everybody. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen the same thing again. Nick gonna go out there, he gonna ball out. And I'm telling you, Miami gonna come and Jimmy gonna what's gonna happen. Kyle cleared it up. He said there is no quarterback controversy. When Jimmy's healthy, this is his team. Period. But let me tell you something. Jimmy gonna feel himself getting a little warm. His seat gonna get a little warm. Mm-hmm. And he gonna say, you know what, Coach, I'm ready to go for Miami. Jimmy, it's Miami. Sit down. No, I'm ready to go. Like, I can play. Jimmy, you still hobbling on that ankle. Why don't you go sit down and relax? No, I'm ready to go. Jimmy, it's your job. Nick is not going to take your job. Jimmy, calm down, okay? Relax, baby. Let's handle this. Come back against the teams where we need you. And that's just how it works. Nick is a quarterback that will get the job done while Jimmy is out. If he gets us through this 3-game stretch, who cares? I'd rather him do it. I don't want to see Jimmy out there hobbling around trying to make plays just because he rushed himself back. Don't do it. Man, don't force it. Why not? And you have everybody at full strength. You think about it. The only people we are missing is Ronnie Blair and Weston Richburg. I don't care about D Ford. I don't. Yeah, I don't care about D Ford. Uncle Sherman will be back, but I don't care about D Ford at all. At this point, look, just cut the man and give him his guaranteed money. You know why? Because he's going to be sitting on the sidelines anyway. Like they're saying, And Kyle alluded to that in the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Oh, I don't want to give life to any of that stuff, but when you're dealing with the back, you never know."
You never know.
Okay, bro. At the end of the day, y'all know. Y'all just ain't saying nothing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they'll carry him through to the end of the season, and they'll cut him.
And if he doesn't
I
want to
got
retire,
some
if you want to go out with any face, you'll retire. Otherwise, we're going to cut you. But go ahead.
right. I got something even better for you, Ronbo.
Real
So
quick.
you know I don't like Dante Pettis already.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna
Right.
make this fast because I know we gotta go. Guess who Dante Pettis is dating? He's dating the damn Seahawks cheerleader.
Ah,
Really, Dante?
he wants to go
Really?
back.
You gonna date the enemy's cheerleader?
Have you? What does she look
You
like?
better be doing some.
He may be.
You
me.
better. She ain't bad. She ain't bad.
Okay,
She
see?
ain't bad. She
That
got
always
blood
works.
on her eye.
D, we got to get
But
your score.
that don't
I
matter.
love that information, though.
Oh, look, man. But see, this made me not like him more. I'm going ahead, man. Since we did it the last week, I'll go about 34-6.
Yeah.
34-6. We got to give
No
a couple
point.
give a couple field goals.
Yeah.
But hey, appreciate everything you do, Ronbo. Love you, brother. Mad love to the
Thanks,
channel.
D.
Thank
Love
you for the
back at you.
platform. Once again, I'm out of here. And if you in here and you are from another team, hit that like and subscribe button because you don't have a Ronbo. You'll never have a Ronbo. And your team sucks. That's why you're here. We have a legacy. 5 rings, about to be 6. Just go ahead and jump on the gravy train. Just make sure you go ahead and contribute to the channel, baby. All right, Ronbo. I love you, man. I'm out.
Thanks, man. I'll see you Sunday. Here's
All right.
the D. Hey, Jay. Come on in, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, look at it going 3-1. I mean, it's just going to be lots of fun. You see what I did there?
Yes.
I'm figuring we're going to be singing Ooh La La early in the third quarter. I ain't going to do it before the first half is over, though. But, the Eagles are in trouble. They got to travel from east to west. And then they're coming in with too many weapons back left in Philly. And the 49ers are starting to feel themselves as that defense starts to get a little closer to being fully in sync. And the offense is going to be stupid this week. George Kittle's going to be back. They're not going to be doing too much, but they'll be doing enough. Ross Dwelley's looking like, I can feel it for George. No problem, man. Let's go. See, the team is, you can see the construction taking place. What are you thinking?
Ronbo, I think it's going to be over in the first half, to be honest with you.
If it gets too ridiculous, I don't know.
I'm biased because I'm a 49ers fan, so I think we're just going to blow them out. You know what I'm saying? But,
it's not biased,
it might be a different.
Normal. It just looks clearly like that.
It's just very normal.
Yeah.
What the last caller said, man, that just made me sick to my stomach. They need to just go ahead and cut Dante Pettis right now. They need to just cut him right now.
Dante might be playing the whole second half.
But
true, but you know what? In the second half, I want Dante sit Deebo down. I want the second string. Dante, get out there and perform in the second half. If you can't show us nothing today, you may not get a chance to show us nothing next week. I'm telling you, boy, get your butt in gear. Let's go. I would tell him, too. I ain't playing. I'm tired of playing with him. He's a grown-ass man. Come on, man.
He's a grown-ass man, and he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for 3 years. He just showed his true colors. You know what I mean? Has the film been out on this dude, man? He ain't really. He don't have it in him. You know
but
what
Jay,
I'm saying?
he came in and told Kyle Kyle wasn't even talking to him. He came in and told Kyle, I am sorry about last year. I come this year. I'm ready to go. Let's go. 3 weeks into the season, week 4. Dante has how many yards, how many receptions, how many TDs?
Make me sick the most time. You get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said you get an opportunity. You got to make the most of it.
Where were you?
Yeah, and you had the opportunity. Kendrick is showing out. Are you telling me Kendrick is an undrafted free agent?
And Dante,
undrafted free agent.
And Dante's more talented, Jay. Actually, Kendrick is just out there
That's
all
all.
heart and
That's what,
a high level of skill.
it's good.
But make no mistake, Dante's the most skilled between the two of them. You know? Yeah.
It
I
doesn't
agree.
matter though. But it's about heart, Ronbo. If you ain't got no heart, it don't matter how great you is. If you
Amen.
ain't got the heart, you can't produce on the field because you gonna be playing out there scared. That's the thing between
And this is football. How you gonna be scared?
Kendrick.
Wrong sport, baby boy.
Yeah, Kendrick and Dante. Kendrick got heart. You know what I'm saying? He wants to play football. He wants to make plays. That's why he worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tom Brady. You think Tom Brady is the most skillful quarterback in the league? No. He did it all out of heart and determination. Dante Pettis don't have that. That's why I say he should have been cut a long time ago. Because simple fact, he don't have the heart and determination to be out on that field. And you a second round pick that we wasted a second round pick.
Trade it up.
When you
Trade it up to get him.
Yes. And that's what I'm sick of. That's what I'm saying. You cutting long snappers who had one bad game, but you still got this fool on the team. That's what I'm saying, Ronbo. This is a skillful player. You could have Juwan Jennings on there. You could have you know what I'm saying? You could have anybody. You know what I'm saying? But this dude is wasting a roster spot. He needs to be off this team.
What's that other kid we have from Arizona? Poindexter?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they could have let him stay. Dante didn't come to work. He just came to sit around and,
He did.
and
He's just
congratulate
getting a free
guys as they're
check.
coming off the field. Come on, Dante.
He needs to be cut, and D4 needs to be cut. Just that simple.
D's
You
getting
know
ready
what
to
I'm
retire.
saying? They ain't producing on the field. We don't need them on the field. Especially you making that kind of money, you don't need to be on this. You don't need to be on this squad. Straight
Jay,
up.
we got a minute to go. Jay, give me your score. And how do you see this ending?
My score is Ronbo. It's gonna be 35-10. 35-10. It's gonna be an early night. Hopefully, we can see some of our backup players and
Dante.
You know. Oh my God!
He's got to come out, Jay. His butt's got to come out. And bring your lunch pail, Dante. Prepare to do some work today. God, man. Anyway,
he might. He always had one little game out of the bunch.
They ain't got nobody to stop him. If anybody can stop Dante on the Eagles, it's really time to say goodnight. Just take your clothes off, strip butt naked on the sideline, and go home. Leave that uniform here. You don't deserve to wear it. You're not trying, Dante. You're not. This game is not for you.
We need to quarantine that nigga. He need to be quarantined, Ronbo. He need to be staying at the house.
Jay, I'm gonna see you Sunday, Jay.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, fam.
Night.
Yeah. Hey, Sid, I see you out there. What's going on? And Clarence Molina, thanks, fam. 31-12 for Clarence as he writes down Niners. Boom. Dante, boy, this is it, Dante. This is, man, come on, man. You had all them chances. Everybody's out. Nobody's there available, and you were. They didn't even quit using you. Oh, Sharon.
Ronbo, how are you?
Feeling fantastic, Sharon. We're under no stress right now. We've actually not really been under stress for the last 2 weeks. I was under stress against Cardinals. I won't lie about that. I don't like Kyler Murray, and I hate playing against him. But these next 3 weeks after that have been just ridiculously easy. Watch us make it. Watch us be a nail biter going into the fourth quarter. The 49ers seem to have pulled up on something they didn't expect, as it's 21-21 here in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go. Sharon, if that happens, of course, it will not be a nice Sunday night.
No.
Oh,
It'll be a party.
Science fiction. I'm kidding. No way. What are you thinking?
Well, I think Carson Wentz is going to have some problems. I mean, he's going to go down an awful lot, and I think it's going to be him throwing a couple of interceptions and fumbling the ball. And I'm believing Nick might throw one interception and that's it, but the rest is going to be some penalties against the Eagles and maybe one or two against us. But you know how that go. But anyway, I think it's going to be a good game overall. And Dante does need to sit on the sideline and tweet his old girlfriend. That's a Seahawk. But I think he's going to be a Seahawk next year.
He went all the way to Seattle to get a girlfriend? You know what I mean?
He went to our trader, our enemy.
Dante, they got gorgeous women in the Bay Area.
You can only think of ladies or anything like that. But the Seahawks. Of all time, you're going to go get a girlfriend over at the Seahawks. Dante. No.
Have you ever seen that
Dante
mime
must be in
where the
love.
49er fan? Have you ever seen that mime where the 49er fan is driving in the car and he's got this new girlfriend and he asks her, "So you like football? Yeah. Who do you support?" And then Seahawks or Cowboys, whatever.
Yeah, I see that.
He stops the car, opens the door, throws her out. Dante picks him up. He's driving down the road behind those guys.
Dante is being like he is because he ain't got his heart and soul in it no more. I think Dante is going to be in Seattle next year. Mark my words.
Well, he can go this year if I could just find a couple of guys to replace him. He's not doing anything to help us.
Somebody to trade him or something. And D4 can go ahead and retire because, you know, we tired of hearing about my back, my legs, and my neck. So you can go ahead and retire.
We could send him to Seattle. I don't mind sending D to Seattle. Yeah, he can go.
It's going to be like, I think the game is going to end like how we did the Packers last year, how we did run over Aaron Rodgers. I think it's going to be a bloodbath on Sunday night because we're at home. Yeah. We got Deebo. We got Kittle back, and I'm wearing my Kittle jersey this week.
All right. You know, I tell you.
So I think it's going to be a pretty good game, and you can start singing Ooh La La the second half.
All right. Because it's rude to do that and disrespectful to do it before this second half. But I can do it early in the third. It's okay, especially if it just looks ridiculously overmatched. Jenny, did you give me? Did you give me your score already?
I am going 35-8. My mom says 24-17.
Oh, come on, Mom. She can't be serious. We're going to give them 17 points? How many points did they score last week? I wonder.
I think it was like 12 or 11 points, I think.
Yeah,
Not even that. They didn't score a lot.
And who do they play?
I forgot who they played last week, but I know they lost pretty bad.
It wasn't a powerhouse team.
No.
Did they play to a tie? Who was that that tied somebody? Wasn't that the Eagles?
I can't remember.
The Eagles tied somebody. I think it was the Bengals. Because they're 0-2-1. What an awful record.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Is there any last words you want to say for the Eagles? We gathered here today.
I was just to say that we are gathered today to bury the Eagles, and may they rest in peace until next season.
I mean, we're out of line, but we have, it's early this season. And the Eagles are having problems. And remember, Sharon, this is a team that brutalized the 49ers.
They have a whole lot of problems, Ronbo. They're almost like the Cowboys. Oops, I did not say that so loud.
Well, the Cowboys they do have an offense. I would give it to them that. But Sharon, remember, this is the team that brutalized our guys last time we played them. So if anything, I'd like to see us beat them up a little bit. Not badly, because it's unfair, because they're pathetic right now. But maybe just smack somebody around and have them look like they made us.
I think there's going to be a whole lot of smacking around this week. So, I mean, Carson Wentz is going to he's not going to have a good game. I just feel sorry for him.
Yeah, we just don't want to see that second string backup come in because this could be the Carson's end of his days. Sharon, listen, I tell you what, I'll see you Sunday, okay?
All right, Ronbo, you have a good night. Let's go Niners.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Big boys climb on big rig. Thanks, fam. He said, I love how the media is counting us out. It's Wilson this and McVay that, keep all the receipts, family 27-3 line. They do this every year. It doesn't matter that we just came off a Super Bowl. It doesn't matter the personnel we got. It's the love for the Seahawks. The Seahawks, every year since 2014, have been anointed by the NFL talking heads as being the cream of the NFC crop. Fine. What have they done since then? When are you idiots going to get it? They've already reached the peak and they're on the other side of the mountain. Josh!
What up, Ronbo?
Josh, I'm just sitting here enjoying the fact that we can relax. There's no stress involved in this weekend. We're not going to get a lot of these, so I'm going to just enjoy this one to death. You know what I mean? You know how you barbecue late evening and
I
the
know what you
family's
mean.
going, could you come in now? Nobody's going to come out there and eat anything. It's cold outside. What are you doing? This barbecue was so good. The sauce I made is just fantastic. I got to throw in a couple more slabs. This is what I'm doing with this. There's no stress. Weekends are fun. Josh, we're playing the Eagles. What's going to happen?
What's going to happen? I think George Kittle's about to break out like he did against last year during Green Bay. So might be with Deebo Samuel.
Debo's going to be used sparingly. I wonder how many snaps. How many snaps do you predict, though, for Deebo? I'm trying to. George isn't actually going to be. They'll use George because he's only been out a couple of weeks. But
Definitely.
Deebo, how do you use Deebo? How far do you go with him?
How you use him? I think we're going to. I definitely think we're going to use him on a jet sweep, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably safe.
Yeah, I'm off like we did against Seattle. Maybe I predict about like 10, maybe 12 snaps for Deebo. I don't know, around those lines.
That many? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's not actually in 4 quarters of football. That's not many snaps using sparingly. Are you? You know what? Are you going to make Dante Pettis go to work this weekend? See, because I'm not crazy about putting Deebo out there too much, but damn it, Dante, there's no cornerbacks out there that you can't wear out. Now, if you don't show me anything today, I'm telling you right now, it's not a good look. You got to keep your teeth from getting tight together when you talk to him. See what happens. But I mean, what do you think about that plan?
Well, you damn right I'm going to make Pettis go to work. I think he's been laying back in his lawn chair for too long. I think he needs to wake up. Sunday Night Football. Whole world's watching. Dante, you need to wake up, get your butt on the field, and work.
And I need production, too. And if you show me some yak, it would be interesting and nice as well. Can you imagine Dante yakking? Look at Dante Pettis is dragging not one but 2 defenders for 2-yard gain beyond that catch. Oh! I guess that's too much to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
But my predictions, maybe 45-10 Niners win.
45. Oh my God. Woo! You know, we could have scored that many last week. They called the TD back. They got the offense has that potential for sure. No matter what condition there is, Kyle's just built that system now that if you can play football and do a decent job, unless you're Dante Pettis, you should produce. So yeah, it's not a far-fetched score. Yeah,
definitely not. I do think it's going to be like another Carolina game. Well, we might even drop a 50 burger if we're lucky.
I'm trying to think of some guys we got on offense that haven't been getting a lot of playing time other than Dante. Okay, you go. Hey, are you going to go ahead and pull in the second half, let's say, we go ahead and pull the Jet out, and it's all about Hasty. And, second half, Hasty, Wilson. That's all I'm doing. Because I want to see Hasty.
Jeff Wilson, Hasty.
And they're both fun to watch. I mean, these guys are tough.
They
There's a lot of
definitely
teams
are.
they'd start on. So
Definitely.
yeah. And I got Dante.
Yeah.
What are the wide receivers we got besides Dante?
Brandon Ayuk.
No. Well, I'm starting to think. I'm looking at Brandon as like first line. He's going to be good. Okay. How many guys are suiting up? Okay, there's going to be Kendrick. Oh, it's going to be Sanu needs some practice. He needs work. So I got Sanu and Dante for the entire second half. I think that's going to be enough. I got Hasty and Wilson in the second half. Yeah.
Okay.
CJ's not coming in though. CJ Beathard. No, forget that. I still need Mullins to run that offense.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with Nick Mullins starting. I'm sitting here. It's like, good. They ain't starting Jimmy G. Don't rush Jimmy G. Start him against the Patriots.
Jimmy? Yeah.
I think that's when our first challenge comes.
We play the Rams, though, in 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are looking like they're looking threatening now. You got to play them.
Yeah.
So, and they're probably a little pissed off about last year. So they're probably going to come out with guns blazing.
Most likely.
So anyway, all right. So you got 45. Yeah. We got down 45-10. All right, Josh. Let me see you Sunday, okay?
All
right, man.
I would definitely try to call on Sunday.
Hope so. All right. Have a good night, fam.
So, all right. You have a good night. Go Niners.
Thanks. Slave and Robert, 19. Score 31-9, 49ers. Nick, 400 yards passing. Ooh, look for that to definitely happen. Thanks for that contribution to Robert. Yeah, Nick's going to go buck wild, I got a feeling, in this game. James, come on in here with some James point of view on this game and and you know what, James? My biggest thing now, I just came up with this, is let them starters sit down after the first quarter if it gets real stupid, but definitely the first half.
I hear
James?
you, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How you doing, man?
Oh, awesome. As I said, another stress-free weekend. I like these because, James, it ain't going to be like this all year.
Nah, it won't be like this all year. And, well, we never know. I mean, when they had someone was talking today, Matt Miyoko was talking about what Steve Young had said, and here it was, believe it or not, 26 years ago, we played them on a Sunday, and it was the 5th game of the season in '94. We played them. We were already 3-1 and had the Eagles at home, and we got a shellacking 50. I think it was 55-8. They destroyed us.
That's a beat down.
And listen, the funny thing about life, at that time, Kyle Shanahan was a ball boy.
I do not.
Okay, and
I forgot that game on purpose. Bad memory.
Yeah, Mike Shanahan was the OC for the Niners, and that's the year we won the Super Bowl with Steve Young, and they took that game personally, and they went in the locker room, and it was Gatorade coolers flying because Eddie DeBarlo was pretty much, I think that was his last season as the owner of the Niners. And then he got into that riverboat situation where he paid off a city commissioner or something like that. And they deemed it an illegal activity. And they made him turn the team over to his sister. But when they lost that game, Ronbo, they ran off the next 14 and put number 5 in the showcase. Okay, that's what they did. They won the next 14 games. And right now, we're in a season right now where a lot of our players are hurt, and we got these other guys, free agents, and younger guys stepping up. And truth be told, I kind of like it. It's exciting because you only have a 3 or 4 year window when a majority of your team guys that are starters, they're only going to last that long. They either, it shows up in the first or the second year, you go on to compete for Super Bowls, hopefully in that second year with them. That third and fourth year, they can start getting injuries, and you start seeing all these different players having to step up. And right now, I feel really good. I'm glad that Kyle put it out there about who our starting quarterback is going forward. And don't get me wrong, I watched that highlight of the Giants game, and it was something else. And even the second half of the Jets game when Nick came in, he made a lot of key throws. But he's a good backup. And I know some people might want to hate on me for saying this, but you look at the tape, you can kind of see why. I'm not saying he's not good enough to start, but if you go back and look at some of the tape, you'll see where, okay, they say take what the defense gives you if you're a quarterback, and you could see in a lot of his play, there were players open in front of other players, and he just didn't see it. He just didn't see it. And so I'm not saying he can't get better, but right now I'm very comfortable with Jimmy being our starter because you can count the quarterbacks on one hand that went to a Super Bowl in their first year. And one of them is the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And I look forward to seeing lots and lots more of that from him. And, we just, we're right now, hey, we lost Solomon, we lost Nick Bosa. Okay, I get it. And then I'm going to tell you all the truth. I didn't have no high hopes of D Ford after I heard, truth be told, that after the Super Bowl, he went and got some magical midnight surgery where they went in there and put new all these different components back in the knee, and he comes out and plays, 3 snaps in one game, and he's on the sideline. He's tapping his helmet before he even took off from the play.
It didn't take long.
Yeah, and now it's to a point to whereas I don't care who it is on the field, I would give a player I don't know, I can look him in the face and just believe that he's going to give me all he's got. But to hear this guy talk about how great he feels, and the knee is fine, and he doesn't win, and ain't got no problems with it, and 3 plays later, you're on the IR again.
Yeah,
So,
it's like he was trying to sell something to us. James, we got 30 seconds. James, give me a score so we can put you down for that record.
I'm gonna say 46-10, and we should be up by 28 points in the first half. You know, and I hope I got a feeling we're gonna see Jalen Hurd, and he's a young QB, so Robert Sella will really have a field day with him, and we seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, Kyler lit it up on us the first game, but so far they've been, if they give up 45 yards of rushing to a opposing quarterback, I'll take that any day than 350 yards in the air and 3 or 4 TDs.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah,
All right, James. I'm going to see you this Sunday. All
right,
right,
Ronbo.
Game time.
Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing, for all that you provide for us, you and your staff. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Red and gold till I'm dead and cold. Bang, bang, Niner game from down south, my homie Mel. Y'all be blessed. Stay face covered up and do your best to protect yourselves. And we're rolling. Revenge tour keeps going. Good night, Ronbo. Thank you, man.
Night, James. Appreciate you, fam. And I see here, Rebel D, he says, thanks for sticking up for Jimmy G. Rebel D. Thanks for that contribution, fam. Yeah, Jimmy, boy, I feel sorry for him. The people just really attack him. Nick comes in and has a good game. Get ready, Jimmy! JT, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
JT, man, this is party weekend, and we can party the whole weekend. Unlike, JT, because how many weekends do we get all excited and be stupidly confident that we can win a game? You can count them on one hand. We get about 3 weeks like that a year since last year. And even last year, we still have people skeptical coming in and saying, man, let's not get cocky. We ain't played this game yet, man. Be humble. For what? We're playing against a team that ain't won no games yet. How bad do you think the 49ers are? I always came back with that argument. But, here we go with the Eagles.
There's no room for humbleness.
Oh, yeah.
There's no room for humbleness right now, Ronbo, at this point.
It's just none.
No. And you know what? To be honest with you, I've been jumping the gun talking about we were gonna probably be, we were gonna go to the playoffs like deep. I didn't say really Super Bowl, but well, I probably did say Super Bowl now that I think about it. But
and maybe you can change it now. You can say it if you want to now, JT. Put your record. JT did say playoffs and the bowl.
Yeah, we going to both this year. And we're going to shut all these spectators and all these people who want to talk their poo-poo. We're going to shut them all up because we're going to go, because our debt, Ronbo, our debt speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? We got George Kittle coming back. We got Ross Dwelly. We got Deebo Samuel, Hog Monster, that beast, Deebo.
Jordan Reed will be back middle of the season. See, that's the thing. JT, if the team is in full strength, I dare anybody to argue that they aren't the best team in the NFL. That's not homerism. That's clear observation of roster from top to bottom, the coaches involved, and the competition and what they have to offer. It's not a contest. But the tough part is getting there healthy.
And Ronbo, I was just going to say something right now, too. Watch Jordan Reed come back around week 8 when we play the Seahawks for the first time this season.
Oh, my goodness. Double back. And Mostert will be back by then as well.
Oh, yeah, we'll have Mostert. I'm telling you, this offense and the defense is going to be clicking on all cylinders this, around week 8. I'm telling you, Ronbo, it's not even funny. This is a snowball that's coming down off a freaking mountain that's just going to tumble down on the NFL hella hard. It's not even going to be funny. You're going to see defensive coordinators, like you said a while back, scratching their bald heads, wondering what to do to stop this freaking dynamic offense because they're not going to have a freaking clue.
Yeah. And they're going to say what they say about the 49ers like they're saying now. Do you know what the odds are? They've already got odds as to the 49ers' chances of winning the NFC West. They're really low. I mean, really low. I said, boy, look at that. That's the top of disrespect. Who's going to win the West then? Seahawks going to win the West. Okay. Y'all say that every year.
And let me say something else, too. There's something else I want to address. Arizona Cardinals, come on, man. Get the hell out of here. I am not scared of the Arizona Cardinals. They can have Kyler Murray all they want. We're just going to have to go back on the blueprint on what the Detroit Lions did. They just got to make Kyler Murray throw the ball, make him throw the ball, contain the court, make him stay in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's the ingredient. That's how you beat the Cardinals.
That's what you do for any running quarterback like that. It's just tough to do that.
No, it is. It is. But, that's how you contain them. And as long as you make them throw in the pocket, you're going to win the game. And not only that, you're going to have Richard Sherman on one side if they do throw the ball, and you're going to have Jason Verrett on the other, and we're going to shut it down. I'm telling you. I want to see DeAndre Hopkins do that against Jason Verrett.
If Verrett can just stay in one piece, JT, you're so right. That secondary will be so set because he's going to get better as the weeks go by. He's just climbing back into form now. By week 6, 7, or 8, he could be the real Jason Verrett. If that be the case, oh, heck yeah.
And you know what's ironic, Ronbo? I noticed in every interview before I seen the Jason Verrett interview today, I've noticed that all the everybody asks the questions, like all the
reporters,
analysts, they all ask about Jason Verrett and how he's doing and how confident is Robert Saleh, as having him as the starter. They know his ceiling is higher than Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but Mosley's tough. That's why I like him as a backup.
But Mosley is tough. I ain't taking nothing away from him.
No,
but James hit something on the head earlier that you're going to see. That's going to be the future. You're going to see Jason Verrett on one end. You're going to see Emmanuel Mosley on the other. And I agree with that.
JT, we need a score. We're going to roll, and I'm going to see you Sunday. What do you got for a score?
Oh, I see San Francisco. I see us putting up 35 points against Philadelphia's 10, 35-10. We're smashing them.
We're all around this. Yeah, most of us around 35. Some of us get up higher. All right. Sounds good to me, JT. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
All right, Ronbo, Niner Empire. And you heard it first here.
There he goes.
Thank you and good night. I'm out.
I see San Francisco. I see us.
Night, JT. Let's go and check out Krusty. Krusty's down in that area where like if you're part of the X-Men or the Avengers or something, one of your biggest nemesis, like what's that guy that controls metal? The Avengers with the Loki. It's the home of Kyler Murray. Krusty!
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Krusty, man, we're having fun this weekend. We got to enjoy these weekends where we can have fun. The score time and what's going to happen in this game between the Eagles and the 49ers.
I actually think the game's going to be closer than the other team that played.
There's always going to be at least a few people. Krusty, explain.
Well, Manuel Mosley's out. Witherspoon's out. Sherman's out. So we got Dante Johnson on one side, Jason Brett on the other.
That is a concern.
So they're going to pick on Dante Johnson all night long.
Who's going to be their wide receiver? So you know about their wide receivers, right? Who is going to play wide receiver?
I do know about the wide receivers. I know most of them are out. I know Miles Sanders has been doing good. They're running back.
Yeah.
But Carson Wentz they're going to figure it out eventually. I hope they don't figure it out against us. I do think we're going to win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm going 27-16. That's what my thought is, 27-16.
We're going to give up 16. And for the reason you just pointed out, right? Dante Pettis being that weak link.
Dante Johnson, yeah.
Or Dante Johnson. Oh, Pettis
unless
too.
What they do is they decide to move Jimmy Ward over to that side and bring Various Moore in to watch the back end.
Because Jimmy's probably better cornerback than Tavarius if you wanted to go the other way around. And Tavarius will be fine at safety.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I'll give them a touchdown and a couple field goals,
Yeah, that's what I think.
Touchdown
and maybe I give him one field goal. Yeah.
See, I think that they should for running back for us this week. I think we should start Wilson over McKinnon.
Yeah. Why risk it? I like that. Hasty too.
Right. Start Wilson. Beat the defense down with Wilson to start off, then bring Jerick McKinnon in as third down back.
Coming out of the
backfield.
A little bit.
Yeah. And then eventually, just like we used Tevin Coleman last year. I honestly think, from what I've been seeing, Jeffrey Wilson's better than Tevin Coleman. So I just want Tevin Coleman to spend the rest of the year on the IR unless someone gets hurt. Couldn't bring him back out. But,
Yeah.
I'm glad that Deebo's back. I'm glad George is back. I really don't think Ross Dwelly is going to do much this game because if you think about it, Ross Dwelly did good in 2 games last year. That's the 2 games that George was sitting. And right after Jordan Reed went out, that's when Ross Dwelly started getting the ball.
That's
so
true.
I'm thinking George is going to get this stuff back, and Ross Dwelly is going to go back to being a good player, Ross Dwelly, but he's not going to get the yards that he did last week.
Krusty, I'd like to see your guy in the second half, though. Let's go Ross Dwelly and Charlie Warner the entire second half. I really want to see Warner in action.
I want to see Warner in action, too. That's what I've been waiting for. I just haven't seen it yet. But, yeah, I think we're going to do good. See, the thing that worries me about us is Fletcher Cox and Graham on that defensive line. Those are the only 2 guys that scare me out of the defense. From the Eagles.
Is Graham playing?
And I'm not sure if he's playing or not.
Seems like.
But,
I didn't see him on the list, though. I seem I heard something about him earlier this week.
Go
ahead.
I'm also going back to looking at back when Mullins played before. He had that blowout game against the Raiders. Then he lost like 3 in a row.
I know.
And then he beat the Broncos.
Seahawks.
Then he beat the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And that was it that year. So he's only won 4 games for us.
Yeah.
And it was a blowout. So I don't expect a blowout this time. I really don't. but I hope he plays good. I hope he plays. You know, I hope he plays good because he's got more losses than wins for us. So
he's got,
see what he does. You know,
with that added firepower, George Kittle in the game. I really think he has it easy this time, and he's a little further ahead than he was back then too. He knows more about what he's doing now. You can tell he looks a little sharper now than he did 2 years ago. Kind of surprised me,
that.
actually.
But if we want to go off of that thing, then let's go back to 2017. Who do we have as wide receivers and everything in 2017 that Mullins didn't have in 2018? And Jimmy won the last 6 games.
Oh, you're
he
preaching
won
to the
the last
choir.
6 games.
I'm definitely a Jimmy guy. I have no hesitation to put him right back in as soon as he's ready to go. But I'm just thinking, actually, and they both, he's evolved as well, Mullins has. From remember how bad he looked when he first started? Between him and CJ battling it out, you know, but he's come from there, though. He's better than that now, though.
Yeah. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout this weekend. I hope it is. But I'm thinking it's going to be a little closer game than we've played the last
than anticipated.
The Eagles, regardless if they've lost, the Jets and the Giants are both 0-3, and they are both way worse than the Eagles. The Eagles are a better team.
You know, here's the thing, though. Between Graham and Fletcher, only one's getting in because Trent's going to take care of one of those guys. I hope it's Fletcher. But Fletcher's on the inside, so you can't get to him. It's guard's duty. Chris, we got to go. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
All right, man. I'll see you Sunday. 26 or 27-16.
All right. Gotcha. All right, Krusty.
Nice.
Dollar Bill Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Well, man, as I said, man, this is like we could start the party right now. You know how you start that party on Friday? People be spending the night hanging around people you don't even know. You get up in the morning, walk around them, you know. The party continues on into Sunday afternoon. It's already starting, man, because the Eagles, Krusty thinks they're going to put up a little bit of a fight. I don't know what they're going to put up a fight with, especially after the defense is starting to meld. They're getting a little sharper, right? And Nick has got control of that offense, and you got 2 guys coming back. And guys are already playing offense right now, like Ayuk and Dwelly. I mean, these guys are playing really well right now. You got a running back situation going on. I don't see the 49ers actually struggling. But, Will, what do you think?
Well, I think, man, this Sunday, man, we should expect, I wouldn't say a good game. I mean, like a close game, but the Eagles gonna give just a slight bit of competition just because of Carson Wentz, man. But other than that, man, I see us thriving this Sunday, man. Having Deebo and Kittle back is so huge. We finally get to see Deebo and Ayuk, and you know Kyle said that Deebo is going to ease him back in. So I expect them to give Deebo one good play just to let the Eagles defense know that he's out there. And then I say for the rest of the game, use him as a decoy. If you can use Deebo as a decoy with Ayuk on that field, you can use him for jet. You can use him to do those jet sweeps or you know any type of anything Kyle can dial up using both of them. But I mean, it's great to have him out there, man. And with Nick Mullins, man, I believe Nick Mullins gonna have a good game as well. But I mean, there's no need to rush Jimmy, man.
I agree.
I
don't know. We got him out. Guys, when you come in, don't unmute yourself. We'll unmute you. Just when you dial in, hold. All right, go ahead, Will.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Nick Mullins, man, gonna have another solid game, man. No need to rush Jimmy, man. We gotta get Jimmy right, man. We gotta get his foot right, man. He needs to be accurate. So in order to be accurate, you need your feet.
Have both feet.
So yeah, man, both feet. So Jimmy G, take his time, man. But I tell you what, Ronbo, if like I said before, if all this stuff had to happen, it's a good thing it happened now.
Right.
Because after this Dolphins game, it's about to get real.
I know.
It's about to get real.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, so by the time we face the Rams, man, we should have most everybody back, man, and we can get ready to rock and roll for the real thing, like the real grind.
And that preseason look will be gone. Exactly. Because that's what's been going on for the first 3 weeks. That preseason look, where you look like, who are you people? I mean, come on, man. What was that? You don't have to ask that question anymore by week 4 or 5. So yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, man. But defensively, man, I believe the defensive line is going to step up again. Once again, they've been doing good so far. I don't see how they
That's got to be Joseph Smiley. Go ahead.
All right. No, they you got some assholes that be doing all this stuff, man.
Yeah.
I wish you could just kick them out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't pay them never not to come back. But anyway, man. But yeah, man. Hey, but this defense, man, they're gonna do good once again. Jason Verrett, I expect another good showing from Jason Verrett. If Jason Verrett keeps this up, Ronbo, I mean, don't get me wrong. Mosley is a dog. I love Mosley, man. He is a dog. Don't get me wrong. All praise to him. But if Jason Verrett is just showing out every time he's out there, when Sherman gets back, I believe it's gonna be them too, man. Or it could be a battle. Or it could be a battle at practice once Mosley get back out there to see who can get that spot. But I mean,
the point being, you got solid backups. It used to be if somebody went down in the first string unit, you brought in Dante or brought in somebody else, and they opposing quarterback immediately went to him. Well, see, if Mosley comes in now, you better not immediately go to that receiver. Mosley will tick, boy. Do it.
Yeah.
I like that thought. Confidence.
I'm just saying. I mean, if Verrett keeps balling out and Mosley gets back, Mosley get back off the injury list, you could see a battle at camp. And Tony Owen is gonna make that call to see who he wants to be at that right corner spot. Because it was Mosley out there, but now Jason Verrett is stepping up. So now you got a battle. You got a competition.
You can extend beyond that, Will. You can extend beyond that by saying, which one? Mosley probably plays man-to-man a little better than Sherm. So now you can put Verrett and Mosley out there. Now you got something else going on now, baby. Before we run out of time, though, let me get your score.
I say 38-20. I think Philadelphia may get a touchdown, probably off a flag call, may put them in a good position to try to score. So, but one of those scores. But I mean, I would change it, but no, I keep it that way. 38-20. I think the offense is going to thrive. Yeah, defense going to do just enough what they need to do, and we're going to get this dub, man. Then move on towards Miami. So yeah, man, 38-20.
There you go, fam. I'm gonna see you Sunday. And give me that famous sign out.
Oh, you know it. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT family, player partner Dre, Trey Triggs, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Sheik, Sue, all them guys, man. Hey, Super Bowl 55. Won't be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, be the San Francisco 49ers, versus to be announced. If the Rams at Rudy, they lost to the Bills. They don't have no bills, not even a $1 bill, because they broke. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. See you Sunday. Oh,
right,
my God. I know, and Chad Garrison, I can't do it. If he calls you anything like that in here, he will get the boot. But I hear you. Things that happen on other social media, we have no jurisdiction. And Lloyd Rodriguez, please, big shout out. I became an official 49er this October 1st. 49 years old and part of the biggest fan nation since 1981. 28-21 Niners on top. And then, Lloyd, let me school you on this. As a Niner fan, we are not a nation. Niner Empire. As the song goes, we're more than a nation. We're an empire. We eat nations. We make them our slaves. Empire, baby. Thanks for Lloyd, thanks for the contribution, Phil. Hey, Phil, we've been talking about you for a while now. Well, Phil, get in here, man.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Doing great, man. As I say, this is a no-stress weekend. There's absolutely no reason to be concerned about this game. Individuals is what we're talking about now. Who you want to start in the second half and that type of thing. Who you'd like to see less of and more of. Dante Pettis, Jeffrey Wilson Jr.,
Why
Hasty.
do we keep beating up on Dante? He's like roadkill. If you get out of your car, you kick the roadkill to see if it's more dead. I mean, come on. We've got Ayuk and Deebo back, and they're going to be the cornerstones for our wide receiver group for the next 10 years. So, you know, who was the backup?
Phil, let's answer that question briefly. I just want to get Dante out there, get his trade value up if we can, and let's do that.
Well, maybe we could trade him to the Eagles because they got no wide receivers.
You're right. They're depleted. Their wide receiver group is wow. There's an idea, Phil. Get John Lynch on the phone.
But who was the backups to Rice and Taylor? No one. We don't even remember those guys.
I know. So I drew a blank. Who were the backups?
Yeah.
That's guys who
Maybe
kick those
Wilson?
nostalgic facts.
I think in Wilson, maybe. You know, they had Wilson for a time there, but yeah, I can't even think of them. So, I mean, we've got Ayuk and Deebo, and they're going to be our wide receivers, and we'll have Kendrick as a someone in the red zone that can come up big, and
Dwelle, who's
Kittle,
also playing
and
like
that's
he's
it.
a starter. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, as I say, just putting him out there.
You
But
know,
you're right.
we've got roster spots that we have to fill because we have to fill them.
Yeah.
So, you know, just let's keep it in perspective. But anyway, this game this weekend, everybody says D Ford, we got to get rid of him. We need him.
He's
Actually,
annoying,
we need him to
Phil.
be healthy,
I know, but
and we need him to be a pass rusher because if we're going to rely on the guys we got, I'm not confident that we can rush the passer well when we get into that stretch.
You
when we
do
have
need
the
one
tough
star.
game.
But he's running around the hallways now.
So-
What did Lynch say about him when he saw him? Well, he looks okay. No, Kyle says, he seemed fine today, better than he was before. But if he's walking down the hallway with a limp or a crutch, I'm worried about
I mean,
that.
it's his back that's the problem. It's not his legs.
You
So,
can't have back problems as a football player. I don't know. How
but
serious
if
is
we're
that?
gonna rely on Ziggy, we're in trouble.
Well,
So
there's three of them. I like Kerry Hyder. What do you think about him?
No, I like Hyder.
Yeah.
He's a keeper.
Yeah.
But the other two guys, I'm not sure about because they've been, scrap heap guys on other teams, the Raiders
Journeyman.
and Seattle. And,
Yeah.
So,
I know. But that's all we
so
got
I'm
for
not
now
putting
until
my
Nick
faith
gets
in
back.
them. Well, we got to survive. We got to survive the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to start seeing Ronald Blair being eligible.
You see that? If I got Ronnie Blair and Kerry Hyder, I feel good about that, Phil. I think we can relax on that. Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. And Julian Taylor on the inside.
Oh.
He's even better than Solomon T. So
and as
we
is
don't
Gibbons.
lose much there. And so I think we need to just survive these next few weeks, and we'll be good to go.
I know. What if we, Phil? What if
that's
we win
what I'm
6 or 7-1, and these guys start coming back?
Oh well, we're going to have all kinds of people coming back. So, I'm just worried about just win the next 2 weeks. We got Miami, we got Philly this week, and then we go to the Rams. We're going to start seeing some guys come back. Jimmy will be back by then. We'll have Sherman back by then. We're going to start seeing some. Blair will be eligible. I don't know what his status, but
how he looks.
But Kyle said he's improving quite a bit, so maybe he's ready to go. And you got your center back, and
I keep forgetting about
so,
that.
And Mostert will
Garland's
be
doing
back.
a decent job, though.
No, I like Garland, but it's still we're going to start getting better.
You need Richburg. He is good when he's there.
Yeah. When he's healthy, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
But, the problem is keeping these guys healthy.
Oh, certain guys, too.
But
They just
anyway, you know
can't
what?
stay there.
I just think we just got to buy some time and be fine, and then we'll start hitting the tough part of the season and just crack heads.
And have all the guys ready, and we'll just steamroll them and show them who is the cream of the NFL crop. Niners, baby.
But
yeah, Phil,
just
give me
thankful.
that. Yes, it did. Well,
Just be
easy to do.
thankful how deep we are.
Phil, give me a score.
Last year we had
because we got to go.
injuries.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, Ronbo.
What do you got?
Anyway, I've got 30-17.
30-17. Yeah, I like that. I like
Okay.
that. Fourth quarter, we start
All right,
relaxing.
man.
All right, Phil. See you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo. We'll talk to you.
All right, night, Phil.
All right. Later.
Yes, always great to hear
All
from
right.
Phil. And Guerrero. Thanks, fam. It's all right about my score for Sunday is 49-3. We need to score 49 in a game just for the epic symbolism it has. Guerrero, thanks for that contribution too, fam. Hey, it's Denise. Come on in, D.
What's up, Bravo?
D, as I said, it's a fun time weekend. There's nothing to be concerned with. Denise, the fun part of this is the Eagles and these scores that analysts and NFL Network people and a bunch of other comedians were doing at the beginning of the season. And the 49ers should win week one. They'll win week one. No, they did have us picking losers the Cardinals. They'll lose the Cardinals in week one. They'll win week two against the Giants, the Jets. They should win. And in week four, I see a loss against the Eagles. I said, whoa, how come? See, Denise, here we are, week four. There's no reason to be concerned. We're a 7-point favorite. Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, we're definitely winning. I will be, beside myself if we lose.
Oh, I know, right? We'll all be taken to the hospital at the same time. Basket cases in need of therapy. Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's no reason we should not lose this game. There's no reason for us to lose.
What do you see happening?
They do have Fletcher Cox and they do have Graham, so I mean, they have decent,
But you can't keep going. See, that's the thing. The year before last, you could continue to throw names out there that send terror through most of us. But now you end with Cox and Graham, and now what?
Yeah.
No Alshon Jeffrey.
And we'll
no
see how
Deshaun
if Carson Wentz plays, we'll see how he plays.
And he's having issues. Yeah. I love it.
So hopefully he's still having issues. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but
I know. But this is football. It's okay. Let him continue to have problems. He needs to have those for at least this week.
For one more week, please continue to have issues.
Mm-hmm.
How
about us? How do you think our guys going to fare? We got a couple of our studs back, and paint a picture for us here.
I see Deebo. What's funny is I see Deebo. I think Kyle is going to use him more as a distraction.
Yeah.
Like I can see him putting him out there, like him and Ayuk, and Deebo being the distraction, and Ayuk actually getting the ball.
Who's going to be in the slot?
I say Ayuk.
Okay, so you're outside. Deebo is going to be on the outside, and who's going to be on the other side? It's got to be Kendrick, right? So Kendrick, Ayuk, and Deebo.
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Yeah,
On the
and then
field
you
at
have
the same
Kittle,
time.
which Kittle over the middle. That's my favorite saying. Kittle over the middle.
Oh God, I love that. The options are just endless with this team. It's a full strength. And Jordan Reed gets back.
Yeah, and then think about it because, Jordan Reed's out, but you know what? Dwelly played really good.
He's looking good.
Put Kittle and Dwelly in there. I think we're going to be pretty scary offensively, which I'm pretty happy about because I think that's where we've been lacking for the last few years. So I think once everyone's up and healthy, I think we're going to be really good offensively.
Mm-hmm. And that lineup we just set up, you might as well put Juice in there too. Now the options are endless.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, I love this. If it's a passing down,
Yeah, I'm like I
and
said.
Jerick McKinnon as well. Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, and look at that. Like you have Jeff Wilson who can catch out of the backfield. Excuse me. You have Jerick McKinnon who can catch out of the backfield. I mean, yeah.
And did we forget about Trent Taylor? You know, it depends on how weak whatever positions are on a defense. There's just there's a power for every weakness a team has. Kyle has assembled a team now, a wrecking crew, that whatever you're strong at, we're not going to bother you. Wherever you're weak, we're going to tear you apart.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised he hasn't used Trent Taylor more. I was kind of surprised by that.
Look for that to change. I think he's working him in slowly.
Well, see, that's why I think Deebo's going to be used as a distraction, because I think he's going to work Deebo in slowly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's going to put Deebo out there and give him like a ton of snaps.
He said so,
I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
He did mention that in his press conference. He said, yeah, well, don't look for Deebo to continue in the same role as he did last season just yet. So, yeah, you'll see Deebo out there, but not full force Deebo.
Yeah, well, he hasn't played since the Super Bowl, so I mean, he's definitely. I mean, I'm sure he's in good shape because he's,
he's been training.
But not.
It's not like game shape, though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be fine.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I just want to see Kyle do some new things. You heard the press conference where Kyle says, I give these guys the playbook midweek, and sometimes they have to make a few adjustments, and it takes a little while to absorb it, but they pretty much, that's what they've got to do. And I said, you know what? Can you imagine a Kyle Shanahan? He gives me the playbook on Wednesday. I'd start crying about, Coach, can we get that playbook on Tuesday? It's already, because the complications of what he likes to do, I can't imagine that. You got 2 days to get it down.
I just love it. And you know what? Can I say that the media can kiss our ass? Like, I can't stand the fact that they talk so much crap. No one talks about us, not unless it's negative.
Yeah. It's every year.
Like when we had all the injuries, everybody was talking, oh, God, the 49ers, look at all those injuries, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We don't know how they're going to fare with all these injuries.
Yep.
It's like they never have anything positive to say. Never.
That's all the time. And they picked us
really
as being
irritates me.
And we're the least favorite. Denise, we're the least favorite by some analysts to win the NFC West. The least favorite. I love it. It's fine. We'll just take that to task.
I hope our team puts that up as like a poster in their, in their locker room and throw darts at all their heads.
I just don't know what they're looking at. Denise, give me a score because we're going to see you on Sunday. What do you got for a score here?
I am going to say 34-17.
Yes, indeed. We all of us like that 34 thing. 4 TDs and All right. Good stuff, Denise. I'll see you Sunday if you get a chance. All right?
All right. Great.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too. Night, Denise.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So welcome. And Guerrero. He said, hey, did you know that Pettis has a girlfriend with Seahawks? Wait a minute. I thought it was Johnson. I did not know about that, so that's why he's doing what he's doing. Nothing. Doesn't want to get anything. He doesn't get bruised up or marred or scarred. His girlfriend has made it clear to him that she doesn't like men with a rugged look. Well, the one thing, Dante, I should not go there. Dante has a right to his privacy. I think it's Dante Johnson that has a friend in Seattle. Hey, Matt.
What's going on, Ronbo?
I mean, Matt, it's just a fun time this week. I'm really enjoying the fact that this is one of our next weekend's probably easy too. The Dolphins aren't probably ready for the 49ers. So, Matt, looking at this game, give me a picture of what you see coming from both the Eagles and the 49ers, and how do you think this game's going to go?
Well, I think this is a make or break game for Philly and Carson Wentz. With Wentz struggling these first 3 weeks, and he's really, I think, he's going to try and come out and prove himself for this game. I think they keep it close for a decent amount of the game. And the 49ers, of course, such a tough division with the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. They need this game equally as much as the Eagles when the Eagles are in such a bad division.
They're probably still going to come to a battle between the Eagles and the Cowboys for the NFC East.
Yeah.
Cowboys
They'll go
lose
8-8. They'll win the division.
49-52. See, because they don't want to play any defense. They're like the Seahawks. They go out there scoring points, but I'll be damned if they're interested in playing any defense. You're never going to win any championships by giving up big volumes of points every week. It's just not going to happen. So, Eagles are in that bag right now, too. Poor guys.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
We were once like that. Remember those years? Jimmy Tom Sula.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Chip
man.
Kelly.
Kelly, oh, man. Trent Baalke.
Oh, God. We couldn't stop anybody. Even if we scored points, it didn't matter. We weren't going to score enough. We could score 50 points. And the 49ers lose 57-50. We're back with the post game after these words. And we were sitting there crying our eyes out. What do we have to do? What do we have to do?
Yeah.
You know what's really funny, Matt? They showed the outside of Levi Stadium, and this guy was just walking along in the crowd of 49er fans looking really sad, and he was yelling as loud as he could, "It's the bleeping Jets! The Jets! We lost to the Jets!" He's going on and on.
I remember that. Oh,
I'm
man.
sitting there thinking, man, you know what? It's like that. God, those days.
Oh man, those different days. I mean, God, Chip Kelly, and I was glad they got rid of Chip Kelly and Trent. I was like, oh man, like fresh start here, and then getting Kyle's like, oh man, let's go.
Yeah, You know what's funny though, Matt? I gotta tell you, because we gotta get a minute here. I didn't really I actually thought about keeping Chip Kelly as the OC and pick up a defensive-minded coach. Just don't let Kelly have full charge and make him slow the pace down. Do you know that we scored in the red zone that year almost every time? Every time. But Kaepernick was running some of those in, but we were still hot in the red zone once we got down there. So,
I heard that season we were up in like so many games, but we just couldn't finish.
Couldn't hold on.
That Cowboys game. Yeah, that Cowboys game. I know we were up I felt like we were up 14-0.
They started that. They did that every week.
And killed us.
Yeah, we had an offense. Yeah. It was not bad. Just didn't have a defense. When we set a record, running backs ran for more yards than any other time in NFL history. That's why we drafted Solomon Thomas, because we needed muscle in the middle to stop that run. We've got muscle in the middle now, boy. Yes, indeed,
we got
boy.
A lot of that.
Javon, Mrs. Kinlaw's baby, boy. DJ Jones. Oh, yeah. And even our guys coming off the bench, Julian Taylor. Go ahead. Run up the middle. Please.
Yeah.
Actually, even Eric Armstead's pretty good against the run. So, yeah. But what's going to happen this weekend? Who you got starting for you in the first and second half of the 49ers?
I think I don't know what to really expect. I think you could see another big game out of Jerick McKinnon. I could see that. I think George has a nice game. Deebo has one of those quiet games, but Ayuk plays well as well.
Yeah. Look for Ayuk to get a lot of flexing this weekend. And the Eagles, everybody guess pretty much knows, the Eagles don't have anything going other than on our defensive side besides Graham and, of course, Fletcher.
Yeah.
The secondary.
And they're missing Deshaun Jackson and Arcega Whiteside.
Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey's not there. So I don't know what they're going to do on offense. There may be a couple of surprises. It's the players you don't know about that are the most dangerous usually, too. Guys you know nothing about, have no book on, and they come out there, boom! Who is that?
Right.
Who was supposed to cover him, whoever he was.
Like the 6th-round pick from TCU. Yeah.
Yeah. And the quarterback they just drafted this past year to back up, we may see him in the second half. He likes to run.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah.
All right. What's your score, Matt?
I'll go final score, Niners 21, Eagles 10.
Yeah. But it sounds like a low-scoring affair for the 49ers. Could be, because these guys
Yeah.
are supposedly better than the Giants and Jets. We'll find
Yeah.
out.
I mean, their defense is. I heard the defense is kind of the strength of their team because their offense is really lost in the game.
Oh, God, yes. But you can't keep the 49ers on the field all day on offense, or that could be bad news. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah.
All right, Matt.
Yep.
See you Sunday.
All right. Have a nice night, Ronbo.
You
Yep,
too.
see you Sunday.
Hey.
Good night.
Hey, Dave.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Dave, it's a good time Friday.
Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
yes, you
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
these Fridays, man. Light up a cigar, man. You know, we could celebrate right now. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
man, I'm chilling.
I will
chilling.
be that
I'm
bold
chilling.
and nasty and disrespectful. Because the Eagles, and I tell you something else, Dave, we owe the Eagles a real beating. Remember how they smacked us around? Pierre Garçon, they broke his neck. They had Joe Staley walking off the field bleeding. And the dude had Marquise Goodwin. He showed the sideline. He's got Marquise Goodwin by the collar. He's looking, he got him up there, and he's just driving, talking smack to him. Veins bulging his neck. What is they made Girl Scouts out of the 49ers. Wow.
Hey, man. Things have changed, man.
Yes,
Things
they
have changed.
have.
Did you know Carson Wentz has the lowest passing rating in the NFL?
He's ranked 35.
The most turnovers. So
6
here's my thing, Rumbo. I think that team is so desperate that they're going to make a lot of mistakes. Given that they've already made a lot of mistakes, they're so desperate. I think they're going to be forcing a lot of things, which he's been doing this year. So I think our defense could really, really eat. And here's my prediction as well as far as some personal stats on the team. I think Javon Kinlaw not only gets his first sack, he might have 2 sacks. All right, I think Javon Kinlaw. Now I'm gonna be very modest. I'm gonna say Javon Kinlaw gets his first NFL sack.
All right.
I think he gets his first sack on Carson Wentz. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, God.
And
he'll still say, I ain't did nothing yet.
Feel like
Okay.
Man, I think he has a big game. I think their offense gave up a bunch of sacks last week against the Bengals.
They ain't got an offensive line.
Their offensive line is pretty banged up. Obviously the receivers are banged up. They practiced with one, I think, receiver. I heard. I think it was yesterday they had one receiver. Greg Ward, who's not really a receiver.
What does
They
he really
signed
do?
old boy from. They signed Hakeem Butler from Arizona. If you remember him, they signed him. I heard.
Somebody finally gave
they're
him a
desperate.
job. He won't catch the ball.
Yeah, so
That's why he's looking for jobs.
No.
Oh, Hakeem.
They're so desperate they signed him. And it was Dante Pettis. I heard that his girlfriend is the Seattle cheerleader.
It's
I think that it
Pettis.
was Dante Pettis. I heard.
Not Johnson.
Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, it's actually Dante Pettis. But to be honest with you, Ronbo, I know we've talked about this a lot in the off season. I don't think we're gonna see much of Dante again until hopefully we won't have any issues. I think with Deebo coming back, man, I don't think we're gonna see too much of him.
Yeah,
we got Sanu. We got Trent Taylor. I mean, obviously our studs are going to be, Ayuk and Deebo and KB.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're going to see too much of him, brother.
Yeah, because
he's
just
figuring
not
it
made
out,
out of
man.
the right stuff. You got to be tough to play for the 49ers now. We like people who like yakking.
Yeah. If I have to say out any concern, I don't want to take these dudes too light because they are desperate. You got to respect their front, their front defensive line. They got this cat Jackson, the one that almost knocked Burrow out last week. Almost knocked him until next week.
Is he coming
that
off
guy's out there. You got.
Is he coming off the edge?
I think he's inside. I think they got a little rotation. They put a lot of money on the defensive line, but I heard that their linebackers are the worst in the NFL. I think they have some really dumb linebackers.
Oh, that's bad.
So Kyle Shanahan could make those dudes. That's why I think we could score the most points. I think they're down to their first and fourth corner. They're suffering kind of like us. Darius Slay, Mississippi State alumni, but I think they're struggling with their losing their second and third corner. They have a really, really good corner, Darius Slay, but he can't be everywhere.
He
And
did
they have
give an
horrible
extension
safety.
just a few days ago, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
he's
money.
good. I mean, I'm from Mississippi. I played at Mississippi State.
All right.
Big Darius Slay and Fletcher. That's Mississippi State alumni. So they're great players. I don't take anything away from them. You can't take those dudes light. We've been having issues running the football this year. And so Kyle's been taking what the defense is giving them. We're not getting those
we're not dominating like we used to. But Kyle is taking advantage of the weaknesses. Obviously, we've been passing the ball well with Nick last week. So he's taking an interview. He said we're taking what they give us.
And and you mentioned them
They're stacking the
linebackers.
box.
That's where they're getting ready to eat. I'm telling you right now.
That's the key.
Is
I
where
think
they're going to
I
eat.
can see it.
Kyle
I
loves
can see.
it.
Yeah, I can see George Kittle, or McKinnon, or those guys having those guys confused. Man, they get lost quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And look for Jerick
so
McKinnon
I'm
to
excited,
exploit
man,
them
but I don't want to
linebackers
take them
too.
light.
Oh man.
Exactly. And then and another good thing we get to see is how Miami plays against Seattle, because Seattle is traveling, I think, the longest mileage possible.
So far.
They're going all the way down there.
Yeah.
So, it's a good opportunity for us to check out Miami, and see, and Seattle is banged up pretty good as well. So
yeah, they don't have their $1 billion man. Jamal is out. Oh,
Jamal is
snap!
out, and Chris Carson is questionable. They're missing
Every year.
They're missing their first round defensive player. I forgot his name. I think he's out for a few weeks. So people have been talking about, hey, 49ers all these injuries because we lost them early, but this is a long season, man. It's a marathon,
indeed.
not a race. So, I think we're going to be all right, man. I think we can take advantage of these guys, but just remember they are desperate. So if we don't play up to what we can.
No,
yeah.
Dave, you gave us your score already, right? You said 34-10.
I have not.
Okay, go ahead.
I have not. I'm gonna go ahead and say 31-13.
All right, there you go.
31-13.
Dave being
my
respectful. Gave him 13 points.
Yeah, I'm being respectful. Some garbage points at the end, give a little garbage at the end.
Laid back and put Dante Pettis in and that Dante Johnson and somebody else on the corner.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Dave.
But I look forward to it, man. I think we're gonna be all right, my brother.
I think so.
Let's keep the momentum going, my brother. I appreciate you, my man. And,
hey, Dave.
I try calling on Sunday, man.
I'm looking forward to it, Dave. I love your conversation, fam. See you then. All right.
All right, my brother. All right, talk to you later, brother. All right, bye.
And I always said, we get a fan or two from every team we're getting ready to play. There's finally an Eagle fan, calls himself Carson Wentz. He says Eagles will not go 0 for 4. It's too late to go 0 for 4. They've already tied a game. They can only go 0-3-1, Carson Wentz. I thought you knew your team. Marion!
Good evening,
It is
Ronbo.
a good evening. It's Pizza and Beer Friday night. Why? Because this is one of them games that you don't need to sweat too hard. At least you don't need to anticipate it. Because, man, there are teams you look forward to fighting and battling tooth and nail all the way into the fourth quarter. But if we have to fight tooth and nail against the Eagles, then we need to be concerned. But Marion, give me a picture of what's going on in your mind as far as this game is concerned. Eagles flying high. Oh, ran into a wall. Oh, it's red and gold. Marion, what are you thinking? Oh, don't mind
As
me.
always,
I can't quit clowning.
Good evening to you and the radio audience.
Thanks, man.
Across the nation.
Mm.
I got a stat for you, bro.
Go ahead.
I heard that the Philadelphia Eagles only practice with one wide receiver. You hear anything about that?
I just heard that just a few minutes ago. What's his name? And they brought in Hakeem Agnew to
Greg
catch
Lowe.
the ball, Butler.
Yeah. One wide receiver. Everybody hurt. So I guess we're just gonna put one cornerback out there the whole game. I'm just saying.
just to give a chance.
just
put J-Dub and whoever up in front. Maybe just Jason Brett. Don't put Dante out there. They'll get him. But
I'm not even gonna touch Dante. I don't know why he's still on the roster. He ain't called a pass yet. But we're not gonna stay on a negative. I think I'm just be quick. It's gonna be an easy game.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get a third of burger, maybe a fourth of burger. Then the defense gonna play lights out. Because they gotta come to the West Coast.
That's already a problem.
And
yeah.
If they finally got to travel, come to West Coast, they banged up. We're banged up too, but we got better depth.
Mhm.
and it'd be a nice contest. I'm taking a game at a time because once week 6 get here, I'll be stressed. So,
I know.
like
That's
you
why I'm
said,
saying
I'm just
enjoy
taking
these
it easy.
enjoy these next 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I do think that Miami will be a trap game, though.
Yeah,
I got a
and they're
feeling about
tougher.
that game. That'd be a trap game because you
Mm.
don't want to play Fitzpatrick the first 5-6 weeks of the season. That's
I
when he's
know,
hot. Man, he
right?
cool down about
Every year he
he
does
cool down
this.
about week 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started out high. He'll cool down by week 7 through 12 and 13, and all of a sudden, in the season,
He
to
can't
keep
play.
a job, he'll just start throwing darts.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it'll be an easy game, man. About 37-6.
37-6. Marion put him down for 37-6.
37-6.
Man.
That's all I got, man. Oh, real quick, one quick question. I read something about D4. I know it was a conversation about D4. There was, people want to get rid of him because I don't want to give him a D4 just yet. Not just yet.
I wish we didn't even have to
Pettis,
think
but,
about it.
Yeah, but I don't want to give up on him just yet. We got a long season to go. But I read something that he's on IR. Now, how long is he going to be on IR?
I predicted at least another 4 or 5 weeks. D's got back problems right now. Now, what they don't tell you everything about it. They just say he's got a back problem.
Yeah, because I heard something about his back and his neck. I'm not sure if it's a pull muscle or whatever it is. That back could be something serious. Once it gets up to that neck area, man,
No,
it's bad.
and that's where it started with the neck and went down to the back. He's probably got arthritis, rheumatism, lumbago, everything. Anything can go wrong with a man, I think he's got it. It's just even if he comes back a week or so, somebody else said, James, yeah, he went and got some exotic operation done on his knee. He come in, talk about how feeling great, I'm ready to roll. He comes in for the 3 snaps in the first game. Well, there goes D. He's out for the next 6 to 7 weeks. I can't stand it anymore, Marion. He's a great football player when he can play, but is he ever going to be able to play again? I think this gets worse.
Well, I'm being positive now. I really think
I
we should
need
just
to be,
be
but
patient, be patient and wait till we get to the thick end of our schedule. We don't really need him right now. But we'll need him in December and January where it really counts the most. Okay? Just think about this. D4 has done more than Dante Pettis ever done. So I'll leave it at that.
You start comparing some of these guys on the team. I could say that for sure. But Dante, I just want to see him man up this weekend because I'd rather put Dante in the second half and risk him than Deebo or anybody else on that team. And that goes for Ayuk and everybody else. I put Dante out there and make him do something. So we'll see.
I do think, honestly, they will move or release or trade him once Deebo and everybody comes back. I really do think that because he's dead weight.
Yeah.
So,
man, we're gonna go. Let me see a Sunday, and we can laugh about these scores. We're probably underscoring.
It'd be too late for me. Monday.
Oh, that's right. It's a night game. Yeah, okay. That's probably gonna go for a lot of people. All right, fam. See you Monday Night Raw.
All right, man. All right, man. Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. I just realized it is going to be late Sunday night. If I got a Sunday night game, it's 8:00 when the game starts for the East Coast. Yeah. Ellis! Ellis. Fam, I gotta tell you, man. Let's go to Emilio!
Hey, Tito, George Kittle down the middle.
I like that. I like it down Emilio. Like it. And they ain't got no linebackers. You just heard somebody just gave a breakdown of the Eagles where they're having problems at. The linebacker crews are not special. They're working out a new wide receiver. They brought in Hakeem Butler, who couldn't hold a job down in Arizona. And that was when Arizona didn't have all these all-star wide receivers. So, ooh. What do you see coming up here?
Oh, no, you know what? It just might be just a little bit tougher game. It just might, because, I know the Eagles don't want to really lose a game and tie another game. So I think they'll give it a little extra push. We might get a better fight than we will the Giants. They actually have a front. They do have a defensive line, so it's just not,
Yeah, but
we might end up dominating the game, but it would just take maybe at least a half before we start exploding. I think it'd be a real close game to play.
The thing is, I don't know how did the Cincinnati Bengals, how they keep up with the Eagles like that. I don't get it. Their defense is supposedly good.
They started throwing the ball in the end. That's how they coming back. So that's the thing. I guess their DBs are not that good, but they missed the front seven at first, and then all of a sudden they just started throwing the ball. So I saw the highlights. I was like, what the hell? How'd they come back to me?
And snatch them like that. See, and I know the 49ers offense is a lot better than the Bengals right now, that for now. So, I'm trying to think, now, how in the world, and they got a pretty good defense like you mentioned, but the cornerbacks and the linebackers.
If we're going to win this game, if we're going to win this game, it's going to be throwing. It ain't going to be the run game. It's going to be all throwing. So it's a good thing we got Kittle back and Deebo, and now we got Ayuk. So that's going to help. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be throwing again. It's not going to be the run game.
Yeah. In fact, I want Jerick McKinnon out in space too. Let's get all our guys out in space. Nick can spot them really quick. And Kyle's already got a game plan going on. I know that he's exploiting exactly what we're talking about. So I'm looking forward to this.
There's going to be a lot of throwing to the running backs and receivers and the kid. It's going to be a lot. You can kind of tell there's going to be a lot of throwing in this game. So, you can kind of see it.
This is going to be funny. What we can't get caught up in is allowing them to get away with, because it's embarrassing to lose to a team that has nobody to play wide receiver. This in itself should be motivation.
I think we have lost a game like that. I forgot what game. I think it was one of those games that we should have won. We ended up losing. It wasn't the Falcons. It was somebody else. They have nobody either. We just lost them because we took them too late. I can't remember. I think it was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Because last year, those games we lost.
No, it wasn't last year.
Yeah.
I think it was during the Harbaugh era. It was a game we should have won. We took the team too lightly. I said, "Oh, that's what you get." Nobody was on the field. I said,
it was the Chargers. Emilio, it was the Chargers.
There you see. I knew it. I knew it was somebody. Yeah, you take a team too lightly. What happened? You lose.
The 49ers should have been 10-6. I counted later on how many stupid games. That game we lost to the Rams on the 1-yard line because the ref said Kaepernick didn't score. That was in. We lost the game. The 49ers should have been 10. That should have been 10-6 season. Man, that's
okay.
fine.
Hey, whatever.
That's history.
Lost, it don't matter. But no, I think this we'll have I say 24-17. Anyway.
24-17 for
It'll be a close fight.
You think so?
But it'll be a close fight in the beginning. I said in the beginning it'll be a close fight, just like the Giants first game, and then all of a sudden we just pulled away. It'll be the same thing.
Second half adjustments. You see where the weakest at and you start picking on it. Yeah. I want to see the 49ers really get serious about shutting them down, because if they're that weak, you shut that offense off. And they need to get into that kind of habit anyway. Step on a team's neck. I mean, there were games last year we did not do that enough. Stop having these fourth quarter down to the last 3-minute games. Get rid of these guys. They're not in your same class. Get rid of them now and assert yourself as a potential champion. That's a dynasty team, not one that goes in fourth quarter with 1 minute left and you got to call timeout on every snap, get out of bounds, and then win the game with a field goal. No, you're better than that. Let's get it done. So this is what I want to see against the Eagles. Don't be playing with them.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but like I said, it might be fun. I see it. I don't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, I just believe they'll be a little tighter. Like I said, they don't want to lose. And Nick still needs to be sure. Like I said, for me, I think he's still trade bait. I don't see him staying on the team. But honestly, end of the year, we cannot afford Nick.
Yeah, he's too good. He really is. He doesn't deserve to have to be a backup. And the 49ers aren't going to move away from Jimmy. Well, the minute we lose him is when I'm going to be terrified, though, because I'm saying, you know what? if Jimmy goes down, and he probably will have his weeks where he's not going to be able to play because he gets hurt, then what? You bring CJ in? Because if CJ leaves next year, I'll be fine with that too. Give me Dante Johnson can quarterback, please, not CJ.
You know what? At this point, it's going too far ahead. I think if we do get rid of Nick, which I do see, I think Shanahan will get somebody in the draft. That way he can actually mold his quarterback the way he wants them. I know he tried it with CJ, didn't work out, but I think he'll try again. Get him maybe somebody he can find or could find, and try to mold them into it.
And this time,
it would work. This is my. Then he can actually say, "This is my guy. I made him."
Yeah,
we can win with this guy.
But CJ was too. We got to go, Emilio.
No, that's what I said. That's what I said. CJ was his man, but it didn't work out for him. So he's got to try again.
Make it up.
All righty.
All right, fam. Have a great evening, Bank. I'll see you Sunday if you get a chance.
All
right.
All right, again. Hey, diddle. George Kittle down the middle.
Not Emilio. Hey, Alex.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
Alex, it's winning. I mean, well, Alex, it's fun to know and feel very confident about winning. This is the fun part because we rarely get these kind of weeks. We may have this next week, but like somebody just mentioned, Amelia just mentioned, you don't want to deal with Fitz in the first 6 weeks of the season. For some reason, he plays his best football, and then he fades starting around week 6, 7, 8, So, the Hawks think they're just going to run all over the Dolphins. I got news for them. If you're not going to play any defense, it's going to be a shootout. But let's get back to our stuff. What do you see coming up, Alex, in this game?
Man, I want to say it's going to be a blow-up, but part of me feels like this could be a trap game. Only because of Carson Wentz. And I know that Carson Wentz sucks right now. Like, he looks like ass. But I don't know. Like, if you look at the numbers, across all the seasons he's played, he's put up, decent touchdown to interception ratios. This is, like, totally unlike him. So I'm a little worried that, like, he's been fooling people, putting up this front, and then he could come out and, do something. But I think the chances of that happening isn't, very likely because one wide receiver practice.
If he had all his guys, oh yes, this would definitely be exactly what you're thinking. But he's lost too many offensive linemen. I just seen another one out right now from what they already had was bad. They're calling in wide receivers from the streets, and they even brought in Hakeem Butler, who was currently unemployed until now, and there's a reason for that. So, that's why I said, this is kind of scary, sad for those guys. I kind of feel sorry for them. But at the same time, the way they beat us up last time we seen them in Philly, you can't feel too sorry for them. They would have done the same thing to us.
Did they beat us? Did they beat us last time we played them?
Oh, they beat us up. And physically, they manhandled and physically just beat the Niners up. Remember that game? You had Joe Staley.
I don't know why I don't remember. Who played it? Who played in the game? Was it
Joe
Hoyer?
Staley's? Well, yeah, remember Joe Staley with the bleeding face? Fletcher Cox actually did something to him. Garcon got shoved on the sideline and they just dislocated his neck. Yeah, he was never the same since. And I never forget that look the camera showed Marquise Goodwin. One of the players had Marquise Goodwin off the ground with his hands in his collar, looking at him like, you bring your little sorry butt back out here again. I'll do the same thing to you. You know what I said, wow, look at that. They're just manhandling the 49ers and humiliating them and beating them at the same time. So you see, I've not gotten over that. Let's play.
Well, hey, looks like what comes around is going to go around then because they're we're about to. I think we'll beat them. I think prime time. I don't think Shanahan handles prime time so well. He's not going to look like the worst team out there. No way. Especially with Kittle coming back and that energy, and we got to go out there and just schmang on him for sure.
Guarantee you, Mullins has built some confidence since last week too. I got a feeling Mullins is probably going to look razor sharp. He knows what he's capable of now. This could be interesting.
For sure. No, I like Mullins. I want to see more Mullins. I want to see as much Mullins as we can. because that dude balls out for sure.
This week and next week, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, probably, huh? But I think that the linebackers for Philadelphia, there's no way that they're going to keep up with Kittle and our run game. There's just no way. Fletcher Cox and Malik, I think his name's Malik Jackson. They could do some damage here and there, but
too.
I think and Brandon Graham, shoot. Yeah, so they got a decent line, but I think that we'll see how McGlinchey holds up too, shoot. But
yeah, he could be exploited.
I think Shanahan. Right, exactly, and we'll see Brunskill too, and Tomlinson still giving up pressures here and there. So, I mean, I think the bottom line is it's going to come down to how our O line plays. I think everywhere else besides maybe Dante Johnson, we're like good to go.
Oh, Dante Johnson, but he's got no receivers. They don't have a receiver Dante can't cover.
True,
maybe.
That's true. I'm excited to see this dude Ferret to see if he can build off of last game, and you know, if we can have man coverage. What's that?
As long as he doesn't get hurt. As long as Ferret stays in one piece, we're gonna be fine. He's gonna do his
100%.
job. Yeah.
But it looks like he knows how to handle his body. I mean, granted, you know, knock on wood, but I don't know. Like watching him last week, like he would come up and hit hard, but it looked like, you know, he was holding up okay, and he wasn't taking unnecessary hits and
putting his body at risk.
Really a lot smarter. Right, yeah.
That's what we got to have.
And I'm excited. I want to see Kinlaw, too. I want to see if this dude Kinlaw builds off last week, because I don't know if you saw that fourth down play that we had.
I saw.
Where Jones tried to sneak it.
And they just
that dude Kinlaw.
stuffed him. Alex, we got to go. We got to have to go. Give me your score, though.
No doubt. My score? Shoot. I'm thinking 34-16.
Yeah, all right. All this round, we figured 49ers offense is not going to be stopped, so there you go. All right. Alex, got you recorded and going to hold you to it and see if it's the right one on Sunday. All right.
We'll see.
Have a good night, Alex.
Later, Ronbo.
Later.
You too, man. Peace.
Let's go back to Ellis. Ellis was waiting. Ellis. Santana. I'm not sure who we have now. Who's on the phone?
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
And Santana, as you can see, I'm in a jubilant form tonight. As a matter of fact, I am not concerned about this game, and I didn't realize how much I enjoy being able to relax before a game like I do this week. Actually, I was more concerned about the Giants last week, but this week, I mean, the poor Eagles, I feel bad for them. All they got really going for them this week is the defensive line. Is that going to be enough? I doubt it against Kyle Shanahan. You got to have every aspect of the game. You have to have your special teams, your defense, offense. It's all got to be clicking. You're not going to beat the 49ers with one hand. So Fletcher, Graham, Malik, all them guys, dude, you guys, good luck to you. But Santana, I know you're a cautious kind of guy. Where do you see the danger in this game? He really is.
Well, Ronbo, first of all, man, how you doing, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm awesome. Feeling legendary.
Right. Absolutely, man. First, you know, Ronbo.
Yes.
Like I said, man, I feel like we have a good team. I think we have a solid team. I mean, I definitely panicked when we played the Cardinals.
Oh, you and me both.
Not more of a panic, but just like upset. You know that they gave us that performance. You know, for the first game. Yeah. But because you know, after coming back from a Super Bowl, you know, having to take, you know, people's shit, you know, and I was just hoping to come back and first game have a little statement, you know. But you know what, you know, I think it was a kind of a little wake up call, you know, and then for the team, I want to say, and then, you know, that was a little wake up call, and then like the injuries that happened to like big time players like Nick Bosa and them, I feel like that, you know, brought the team together, you know, and now they're like fighting for because I've heard him say, you know, like for their brothers, you know, like Nick Bosa, they like, you know, against the Jets or something like that. I heard him like say like, oh yeah, let's go out there and compete for our brothers, you know, and that's what they did against the Jet, and they came over that, and then they went with the Giants, they won that, and now we're facing the Eagles at home, which I think we can pull off a win definitely with Nick Mullins playing the way he's playing, man.
Yeah.
You know, so and you know what, Ronbo, and we got to give a credit, man, to Kyle Shanahan, man, for, you know, because man, the way he's built this team, him and John Lynch, man, it's for sure
especially
years to compete. You know, like we're not going to be in the bottom again. That's for sure. You know,
and that's a good point, because that's what these guys are. Lynch and Shanahan are football guys. They do what they're doing. You know, and they work together well. Because we never had Balky never worked together well. You know, with the coach. It's always his way or the highway.
Yeah.
Now these guys are working together. That's tough. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just want, and then one more thing, man. I mean, I've heard like you know, people like Nick Mullins. It's all good, you know. Nick Mullins is he's a good quarterback, but I mean, Jimmy G is for sure our quarterback, man. There's no doubt about that, you know. So let's leave that alone, you know. And then another thing too, man. What's his name? D Ford, man. I don't know if you heard the press conference today with Kyle Shanahan when they asked him about him. He kind of gave him that little like maybe he didn't want to say it straight up, but maybe he should consider it, like kind of saying like maybe he should consider it, you know. Yeah, I know. But I mean that's the way I kind of saw it. But I mean, you know,
and like you said, back issues are something you really can't have a back issue as a football player. Yeah. That's why Jalen Hurd is where he is. He's got a back issue, but now he's got a leg issue. Yeah. These things all tie together.
But he's younger, though, you know?
Yeah, I hope he comes back next year. Everybody's dying to see what he looks like.
Yeah, but D4, man, I don't know. At this point, we need players, man, that can help us, you know? 'Cause like we said, we're trying to make a run to get a couple Super Bowls, and we can't have injured players like that, pay them the amount that we're paying them and not being in the field, you know? It's not worth
too much money tied up on somebody sitting down. You're right. Well, that's that's the best point right there. Could have got two players.
But you know, Rumble, we're definitely gonna compete this weekend, and we're definitely gonna beat the Eagles, no doubt about that. I'm 100% positive, and I'm giving my score. Okay. I want to say 36-14. I'm just gonna say 36-14, Rumble.
Yes.
You know. 36-14, you know. So okay. I'm going to say this: we're going to start a little slow, you know, because that defense is a little fresh from the Eagles. Yeah. But you know, come second and third, fourth quarter, I think we're going to dominate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it, Ronbo, for me, man.
Halftime adjustments, right? All right, fam. Good stuff, Santana. I'll see you Sunday to bring your score up if it is a winning score to give Santana props. Dude knew what he was talking about. You get that, you know.
All right, man, Ronbo. I mean, thank you for taking my call, man. And
always a pleasure.
Have a good night, man. See
you
later,
too, fam.
Man. All right, man. See you.
And you know, here's the thing. You know how every year we complain, are we drafting another defensive lineman? Fam, I got a feeling next year, get ready to get mad. The 49ers first-round pick, whoever the premier defensive edge rusher is this year, he will be in the crosshairs, you know, because Nick has got to have time to heal up. D Ford, he is not going to heal up. You know, I mean, hey, Ellis, are you ready, Ellis? Ellis, the kids, you know, he's got some kids he keeps rubbing. They may have finally got the drop on him. I got a feeling they tied Ellis up while he was asleep. He didn't know they was playing Cowboys and Indians. And now, we got you, Daddy. What? Untie me. No, you're a prisoner. Big Steve.
What up, Ronbo?
Steve, man, I'm in here laughing and having a good time about the Eagles. You know, Steve, we don't get these opportunities very often. Usually it's a high-stress situation starting from Thursday and Friday on into Sunday. This week, I mean, we could phone this game in. I really do feel that way. Ain't no need in playing. Let's just save everybody's risk of injury, waste of time, The light bill in Levi's Stadium could be saved. There's all kinds of reasons not to play this game. Hey, Steve, you know what's so funny? We have a lone Eagle fan in the chat, like we get every week. Whatever team we're playing, their fans always come over to say hi and talk trash. And there he is. He thinks he has a chance. Bless his heart. But Steve, tell the truth about what's going to happen in this game.
The truth?
Yes.
The truth, Ronbo, is that this is going to be a spotlight for us. Again, this is just going to be a highlight reel for the Niners this Sunday.
God. And he got no cornerbacks. Ayuk's going to go buck wild.
I think everybody's going to go buck wild. I think that I know Shanahan's talking about using Deebo, but not giving him like a ton of snaps. But I don't know, man. He might have a nice first half, and maybe they just like sit him down second half. Hey, you know what? We might even see C.J. Beathard out there. Who knows?
Steve, did you go too far? Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, if we got a score of about 30 points going into the second half, okay. Because I don't know. Kyle's actually went on record saying CJ's gotten better. I don't know what he means by that.
What did he say?
Yes, he said that. Kyle said CJ's improved. He said that 2 or 3 weeks ago, I remember, and CJ has improved. And I was wondering why he said that.
Oh, see, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I need to go find that so I can. I wouldn't believe me if you told me that. I need to go find that clip if I can. But he did say CJ has improved.
The thing about C.J. Beathard is that he was good, but it was just like always just that little bit, not enough type of thing. Remember that season he carried I don't want to say carried, but he had a bunch of close games.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a lot of guys. We didn't have a lot of good guys on the team. And so CJ was one of those guys that he was a good quarterback, but he wasn't great. It was always like we would lose by 2 points or 3 points or 1 touchdown. I'm like, oh, CJ, what are you doing to me?
Steve, and you might agree with this. I think everybody does. CJ Beathard may have the best deep ball passing ability on this team. He could throw a deep shot nicely.
That's a good argument. Yeah. That's definitely a good argument.
But beyond that.
But hey, you know what? Nick Mullins doesn't have a bad arm himself.
Well, Nick's
I know he likes to throw those short passes a lot, but
he doesn't have a real big arm, but he's really good at what he does. He can cut you up. That's Kyle's game, though. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to put the ball in the playmaker's hands and let them do the destruction. And we got the right guys for that. That's why this team is built just like that. Because going deep is a risk every time you do it. So if you go short, game is better. Especially in today's NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think Nick Mullins is going to have a great game. I think he's going to do even better than he did last week.
I hope so.
And I mean, why wouldn't he? He's got I don't want to say all his weapons, but he's got a couple weapons back this week. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, who knows? Might be a big game.
I see 400 yards for sure.
And you know what else? I see a story building up.
What's that?
Because everybody's talking about all the injuries we've had, and you were talking earlier with one of your callers about how we're the least favorite to win the
NFC West. Yeah.
Division. Yeah, the NFC West. Yeah. So I mean, I see a story building here. I think this could be a great story for the Niners. We came into the season off a Super Bowl loss, have that Super Bowl hangover. Jimmy G had a tough game against the Cardinals, gets injured. 90% of the team goes down the next week.
Yeah.
And then we climb back. We're still winning games. They'll talk about how we had all our backup guys in there, and everybody went to work and did their job.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be like that underdog story, I'm telling you, I see that. By the time we hit the playoffs, they're going to be talking big about us.
Yeah.
We're not done.
I can see
we ain't
that.
done.
And Steve, we're getting rested too. You got guys like Sherman up there in age for a football player, and he's getting all this rest. I think George is not playing a full season, which I'm kind of happy about that because he gets banged up a lot, right? And then you got Nick. If we need be, he's getting precious reps right now. In case anything happens to Jimmy, even during the playoff stretch, I can trust Nick. So this is really could work out exactly right. You got Jason Verrett still looking good, and he's going to get better the more he stays out there.
He's definitely improving.
Yeah. So, you know.
What's the word on Sherman? I haven't heard anything on Sherman.
Yeah, no, they're not saying anything, which is kind of worrisome. He was only supposed to be out for 3 weeks. Well, this is 3 weeks. So does that mean Sherman's coming back next week? Or they say, it's the Dolphins. Why
Imagine
do
he
you need to
makes a
come back
surprise
now?
return this
Take another
Sunday.
week off.
Yeah. I'd like to see him out there Sunday. Oh, and I got to say this, Ronbo, before I go.
Yes.
We got to get rid of D4.
Thank you.
Just get rid of him, dude.
Let's circulate a petition.
I'm telling you, we got to just get him out of there. He's too much of a diva. He's too much of a crybaby. You know, it was the knee, then it was the neck, and then it was the back, and it's like, dude, come on, you're a walking liability
He's
over
going
here.
to come in and say his lips are hurting next. You know what I mean? Hey, Steve, give me your score though, because we're out of time now. What do you got for a score?
Oh boy, you know what, Ronbo? I'm going to say that we shut him out.
I thought about that. They've got no offense.
I'm telling you, dude. And it'll give the analysts and reporters something to be talking about over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to say 31-0.
Oh, Steve stepped on that. Oh, yes. I like it. I fully support you on that, too. All right, Steve. I hope that's the case. So Sunday I can say, I almost went with Big Steve. 31-0 Niners. Yes.
31-zip.
All right, Steve.
Oh, I think that defense holds up, man, and we have an excellent game.
There you go. All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday if you get a chance.
All right, Ronbo, I'll definitely be there.
All right, Steve. Have a good night, fam.
All right, man. You too, brother.
Yo, thanks. I think Steve's out on the East Coast too. You know what? I gotta tell you, for those on the East Coast, if I see him Sunday, please let's do it Monday because I gotta see what you say if you got the scores in close. It's Guerrero. Guerrero.
Buenas noches, Ronbo. ¿Cómo estás?
Hey, tell you, man, very good. I'm telling you, really good. Guerrero, man, you know, we will not get any more games to feel so good like we do right now. So.
Man.
Man.
Oh, Dios mío. It's gonna be a good game. Like I said, I think we're gonna stop the run. We're gonna do a lot of stuff to the poor Eagles. My son is an Eagle fan, so I told my son, well, we're gonna bury your Eagles back there in our yard. So yeah, so he said,
your son, he likes the Eagles?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I know, Rumble. I know.
This is great. I used to do this to my dad too, though. Whatever team he liked, I used to like, except for the Dodgers. Me and Dad, we both, but man, every other team Dad liked, I used to be against. I used to love it. And you know, so it's fun when you can beat your dad in a bet because you don't have any money. He's got all the money. You make these big bets, and Dad say, you know what? If I lose, you ain't got to worry. I'm gonna pay you. You ain't got to worry about paying me. I'm just gonna give you a hard time. You know what you can do? I'm gonna work you a little butt till I get my money's worth out of you. That would be my dad's thing, you know.
That's right. Oh yeah.
God.
My son is like my other son. He's a 49er, of course. But you know, like I said, on the score, it's gonna be. I think it is gonna be a 49 because man, this team that this Shanahan has built. Wow,
it's tough.
We're using our extras. We're not even using the real ones, you know.
Bro, that's what that's what makes
imagine-
me crazy. Our backups are even doing a great job. That's what I'm saying. Do teams
man.
understand at full strength, this team is going to be their worst nightmare.
You know, Arizona got lucky. I gotta say that. Arizona got lucky. You know?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's going to be 15-1. Well, what is it? Yeah, 15-1 through the whole season. You see.
15-1?
Because, yeah, no one. It's going to be 15-1, the record for the whole year.
Yeah, I love it. I'm scared. Girl, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to support you on this. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a little bit afraid. You know what I mean? It's so many days between now and January. You know, that's a lot of wins.
Well, yeah. But
if
you know what, Rumble?
We just stay healthy.
The other team. Oh, yeah. But you know what? The other team doesn't compare with us.
I know.
They don't.
They really don't. On
I just
both
gotta
sides of
say
the ball.
that Arizona just got lucky. Damn it. Jeez. And
With
they're
two,
thinking they're all bad. Even Detroit beat them.
I know, I don't know how that happened. They just, what somebody said they just made Carson or Kyler pass the ball. It's if you keep him, but that's a tough thing to do because he runs and he runs quick. I don't know how he did that. Well, they're just that team. It's like Superman and Kryptonite. As soon as you hang that Kryptonite on his neck, he's done. That's Kyler. If we could just get around him, you could beat the Cardinals. It's him,
man.
And he's got
man, I can't.
D-Hop.
And also, Rumble, we're giving the Seahawks their first loss. Watch. We are going to give them the first loss after home turn.
Yeah, if they think they're going to play the kind of defense they're playing against everybody else, well, they don't play. Their defense is weak.
Like they always got lucky. They're always getting lucky, and, the refs are always helping them. So, they try to get them to the Super Bowl, but nah, we're on their way. There's no way. But
that's why Russell Wilson.
That's crazy.
Russell Wilson's still going to be tough, but if Russell Wilson thinks that we're going to give up the amount of points that everybody else has been giving up, he's got a surprise coming. And one thing we do know, Guerrero, they cannot stop the 49ers offense. There is no way. And that's why I know they're going down.
We have a lot of weapons, Rumble.
I know.
A lot of weapons. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a hectic of a year. But I thought that we were done, but no. Look at Shanahan bringing up all the backups. Like if they were there already. Gosh.
It's gonna be so much
but
fun.
anyway, Rumble, I'll let you go. You have a great night. Over here, I'm enjoying my night with my wifey. But if I don't, she let me out. She let me out, though.
All right. Hey, but Guerrero, before you go, let me get that score from you.
Yes, sir. 49-3.
And then, bro, you gave us your score earlier. I just realized, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey.
49-3. Yes,
gracias, amigo. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
Yes, sir. You sure will. I'll call you.
All right,
have a
bro.
great night. Thank you
Night.
for your platform. Thank you for everything. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, Will. Yes. Chad Garrison, thank you, Chad. He says, thanks, Chad. Always have been, always will be. Chad, back at you, fam. Thanks. Appreciate you. KC.
Bang, bang, Ronbo gang. Ronbo gang.
Mel will get mad. Mel owns the
What's
bang, bang.
Ronbo? Oh, I just can't get an intro, get I, Ronbo? I mean,
No, I'm just kidding. Because how Mel comes in with his bang, bang.
Trying, Ronbo.
And
Okay,
you got.
I'll work on it.
No, you got to follow up. You got to tell everybody. But you hear that sound. Put away. What does he say? Put away your what? Anyway, I'll get that in a minute. Mel, I forgot your intro. But anyway, hey, JC, what do you see happening this weekend, man?
Yo.
It's a big smiling Friday. It's a good time.
Yeah, man.
Good time.
Yeah, we're out of MetLife and back to normal.
I know, man. I'm so
most
glad
part.
to have left that park, man.
Still got,
God, Jesus.
Still have $100 million on the injured reserve, but
yeah. 2 weeks on that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to call in, and then 3 callers ago said it was going to be a shutout, and I like the sound of that, Ronbo. So
31 zip.
Yeah, I think it's doable. I think 24-0 or something like 45-17. I mean, I don't think it's going to be close at all. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. They don't have any offensive weapons. The real Eagles would be a contest, but you can't beat the 49ers with no weapons. None. Yeah. Hakeem Butler.
They still got to get.
Does he know your offense?
They still got an okay offensive line, but I mean,
defensive.
Other than that, so.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz hasn't really been impressive for quite some time now. So
I really feel sorry for him. He's better than he looks, but he's getting all kind of grief. People saying all kind of bad things, and I see what's going on. His offensive line is depleted. He's got no wide receivers. What's he supposed to do? And people are just working him. I said, man, that's sad. Poor guy. Yeah. But I'm sorry. That's the NFL. You got to get a whooping. For the strong teams, we got to move on. Sorry, Carson.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it'll be long as we get the win and stay healthy.
That's good point, KC. Don't get hurt beating a team like the Eagles right now. If we lose one guy, I don't care if he's third string, that's too much. We got to get out of this game without anybody getting hurt and put these guys away early.
And the Dolphins game too, because after the Dolphins game, it's going to be things are going to get real here.
See,
and we'll find out who they really are when we play the Rams twice and Patriots and Seahawks. So
the Rams.
I'm looking forward to it. I really would like to see a real dominant win. I'd like to see a 40-burger. I'd like to see him shut them out. Just to get more than a minute talk of the 49ers on Good Morning Football. Get some real.
I know, right? That's the measure. If they talk about you on Good Morning Football, they did like us against the Eagles finally, though.
Yeah. And Marquise Goodwin not being on the Eagles really hurts them, man. I mean. Yeah.
Can you imagine? They had Keese and D. Jackson. Can you imagine?
They have
Keese
a great receiving core with Alshon and I don't know what.
Alshon is.
That sucks
I would have gotten
and then playing the Eagles with it being primetime. I mean, just growing up, that one game. I think it was in like the early 2000s, maybe, or late 90s, when we had the 7-play goal line stand against Philadelphia on Monday night.
Yep.
So they do pretty well. And
you know what? I got to tell you, Casey.
Mullins in prime time, I'm looking forward to that. So.
I know, but we're lucky they let us stay at prime time because, you look at the Eagles look really bad right now. I'm surprised they let that go. Remember, they aced us out of a couple of primetime games. Was that year before last, right? Yeah, year before last. They took us out of prime time and moved us in and moved another game into the evenings. Oh, man, how embarrassing. So, us playing this game Sunday night is pretty interesting. Because Monday night you can't switch.
I got a question for you. What has Kyle been doing for? Because like we were talking about the deep ball just a minute ago. What has Kyle been doing to incorporate the respect for Jimmy when Jimmy is not really someone that takes those deep shots? But how does he keep that?
No, he's this is Kyle Shanahan. He's the one who he'll let you know when to go deep. We don't have a real deep threat wide receiver right now unless Ayuk is that guy. He's the one with the speed.
Ayuk will be that guy.
Yeah, because, remember last year when he went deep downfield, hit Marquise Goodwin, and Marquise Goodwin dropped the ball? It is kind of a myth that Jimmy can't throw the ball deep. He can. He's done it several times. Last year against Baltimore, he threw that ball deep downfield to George Kittle, who fought for that ball and beat out a couple of the receivers and walked in the end zone. He can throw the ball, but Kyle doesn't believe in just throwing the ball downfield to be throwing the ball downfield like Bruce Arians. He sets it up. That's what it is. It's not Jimmy.
It's kind of funny to think the CJ might have the best deep ball, isn't it?
He does, though. He really has a nice deep shot.
Yeah.
But anyway. Hey,
and we really haven't seen Mullins either, so.
Yeah, Mullins doesn't have a howitzer. He might be able to. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it. Give me a score, though, fam, because we got to get out of here tonight. What do you got for this game?
I'm going to say 20.
Are you going to go with the shutout?
Yeah. That's why I called Ronbo.
Yeah, no, you said, I know, my scorekeeper's out. What'd you say? Did you say 33 or 31?
No, 24-0.
24-0. All right.
Yeah. And last week I said 51-3, but on your Instagram I said 34-10, so I was pretty close to that.
We're going back and forth.
I wanted the 51-3. So.
I've been giving you props too. I got 2 shutouts. Don't let this happen. You guys will both be getting props while I'll be singing your name.
Yeah.
All right, Casey.
Yeah.
I'll see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo, take it easy, man. Stay healthy,
too,
man.
fam.
Have a good night.
You too. Night. Oh, there he is. And see, we talking about bag. Mel got Mel. Get on in here. I don't throw away your watches. You know what time it is. That's what it is, KC. Mel.
Yeah, take the batteries out your clocks and throw your watches in the garbage. Let's go, Ronbo.
Fam, I'm just enjoying your boys across the Potomac. Wait a minute. Where are you situated? Where's Philly? It's across the Potomac, ain't it? Yeah.
No, it's across the Delaware.
Delaware. I watched it across the Delaware, not the Potomac. Where's the Potomac? Who crossed the Potomac? Delaware. Oh, Mel. It's a good time weekend. You got some people who are going to be worried. Mel, I can't worry. It's the Eagles with no weapons. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and Malik can't beat you by themselves. Mel, what do you think about this game? Paint me a picture.
You're not going to like the picture, I think, Ronbo.
Oh, no. Mel's got bad news. All right, Mel, lay it on me. I can take it.
All right. So hold on. Let me get somewhere quiet real quick. But, yeah, you know, I'm always putting in work. But you see, I'm always
I know, man. You're the standard nowadays. We got to keep up with Mel.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, the Joneses been trying to keep up with me, Ronbo. And the Kardashians.
There you go.
But oh yeah, and anybody's free to use the bang bang, man. After 40 took it, he left the stratosphere. So you know,
ain't that the truth?
It's for all of us. But yeah, this game is either going to be a blowout or a trap game, man. I don't think it's going to be anything in between.
Oh.
So yeah, I know, and I don't want to feel this way. I really don't. But here's the thing. I live here. So I'm 15 minutes away from Philly. I live in they call it the greater Philadelphia area. So that's the local team here. So I watch them. And Carson Wentz's numbers are deceiving. And let me tell you exactly why. You recall last year, all throughout the season, particularly in the beginning of the season, where Jimmy was getting disrespected. And people like Stephen A. and all of those guys, all they talked about all his turnovers and interceptions. And, killing them with interceptions. But as fans like us who were actually watching the games, we saw that it wasn't a matter of Jimmy just throwing bad balls and he's just terrible. A lot of those were tips and drops and things like that led to interceptions. It's the same thing with Carson Wentz, man. A good amount of his interceptions were not his fault. They were the receivers. So the bad thing is Carson Wentz isn't playing as poorly as his numbers would say. But the good thing is he still has the same receivers and the same power.
I was getting ready to say.
If they're not catching the ball, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, man, I think this is going to be – it depends on how we come out. If we come out and jump on them quickly and jump on them early and let them know what time it is, if we're physical, they don't stand a chance at the dance floor. It's just what it is. But if we play around with this team, bro, if we go into this game thinking that we're just going to walk through them, like I said, if the mentality is, we spanked the Giants with our backups. Now we have a couple of our pieces back so we can just coast and take it easy. It's going to be a long day. So, and it's prime time. Never underestimate desperation, Ronbo. Never underestimate a desperate team.
They're going to be trying all kind of trick plays and everything else. I see it coming.
They're not in the NFC West with us, where pretty much if you're having a season like this so far, it's over for you. They're in the NFC East. They still have a shot to
up until week 12.
Win right.
The exactly. Cowboys, come on. Mel,
but with that said,
J-Dub,
we're punching on these dudes. Get them out of here.
Yeah. Jimmy Ward did say, and he's got all kind of respect for Carson Wentz. So I think none of these guys every week, the 49ers, if anything, are paranoid now after having lost to the Cardinals. Even if they played a local junior high school, the 49ers are coming in raging. I think they're through with anything else less. Yeah, so
no doubt. So so I definitely trust that. So do I believe or think that the Eagles are going to win this game? Absolutely not. I was just messing with my cousin works in here too. He's in the union as well. My older cousin, who of course is an Eagles fan because we grew up here. So I was just messing with him about that. Like, man, y'all know y'all don't stand a chance at the dance with us, right? You know y'all did, right?
Well, that's the thing that confuses me about the tri-state area, the Tri-City area, state. You know, you guys are there's Giants fans. Did you ever appreciate the Giants or the Jets?
Nah, well, you know what it is? Down where I'm from, I live in South Jersey. So like I said, I'm right across the Ben Franklin Bridge from Philadelphia. This is called the Greater Philadelphia area. South Jersey is more close to Philly, and it's considered like the Philly area. But North Jersey, it should be two different states, honestly. North Jersey is right across the bridge from New York. So Giant Stadium is in North Jersey and everything. So they're more close to New York, and down here in South Jersey, we're closer to Philly. We're attached to Philly. They're attached to New York. So, you know, it's like a dividing line. Central Jersey around Trenton. Once you get around Trenton, that's where you're going to find a lot of the confused fans who don't know if they want to be Eagles fans, Jets, or Giants fans. But people down in South Jersey, this is Philadelphia area, period. No Giants stuff, Jets, none of that. Get that out of here. The same thing when you go up there, it's either Giants or Jets.
That's amazing because you guys got three teams to choose from, pretty much whatever point, and it's kind of normal. You just feel a little affiliation when you're a kid, and that's the way it stays. Yeah. Mel, give me your score so we can see you Sunday.
Man, look, we might put up a 50 burger on these clowns, bro. Nah, but
because they got.
I think I would say we're gonna go 41-10.
Like that.
I got
so we should have 40 last week against the Giants. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 41-10, baby.
And Mel, if you're going to be working late night Sunday, I can expect you, because I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get reactions after the game anyway, but it's going to be really late in the East. So look for
no
you.
doubt. I'll be here.
All right,
no.
All right,
yeah,
Mel.
I'm coming to work. I'm coming to work, but I'm coming in late, man. It's the game, bro. I'm not missing that. Yeah, right.
There you go.
I live here. Y'all can't even say nothing to me about it neither.
There you go.
All right,
Big
Ronbo.
Mel. All right, fam. Have
man,
a great
the
night.
Seahawks dead, man. Don't come in here with that Seahawks garbage.
I know, man.
Y'all are
Boy.
butt cheek dust talking. Oh, we're winning the division, man. It's week 4. Shut your mouth. Keep your mouth shut.
Not this division. Maybe they're talking about the NFC South.
No
Hey,
doubt.
Mel. All right, fam. Have a great evening.
No doubt.
Boom. And get your groove on 97B. Thanks, fam. Is that once all our offensive weapons are back, my. He didn't say that. I'm thinking that. Jimmy G's going to look like Rambo. First Blood Part 2. Coming soon. Bang, bang. There it is again. Mel's again. Bang, bang. Niner gang. Tell you, people don't understand. And this is not... It's not even bias. Just look at the assembly of talent. I mean, it's just a big George Kittle, George Jeffrey. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? There's just too much across the table offensive talent. It's sick. Norm!
It's Niners all day.
Norm, look at this.
And we finna go bird hunting today, man. We finna go bird hunting this week.
And that Wi-Fi is working like a champ, too, Norm. God, no, take over. I'm going to just sit and listen, man, because it's always good to hear from you. It's just sometimes we can't hear because of tech issues. Norm!
Well, I paid my bill this month, so everybody that was talking smack about my audio, next month you can tell your girl to cash at me. You can tell your side chick, your main chick, either one. Just cash at me my phone bill money, and I got you. I got you on the audio. Second of all, it's Niners all day. Oh, you know who else? You know whose girl should cash at me some money?
Who's that?
Somebody's wife. Jim Schwartz's wife. You know who that is, right?
Wait a minute. Who's Jim Schwartz's wife?
Jim Schwartz is the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. You're going to see him. Now, guys, when you see him, he's a very tough guy, okay? He was the head coach for the Detroit Lions. He was the same guy who almost got into it with Jim Harbaugh right on the middle of Ford
that
Field.
Guy. I forgot about him. I forgot his name.
You know how tough Detroit is. Yeah, that's tough Detroit. So if you see Jim Schwartz on the sidelines doing this, okay, he's not crying. He's wiping the Ayuk off his face. Forget it all. Get him to forget it all. Tell his wife to cash at me the money and get to forget it all. It's going down. It's happening. I already see it.
I'm glad you brought
Brandon
Ayuk
up.
How much destruction do you
tear
see?
it up.
There you go.
Ayuk
how much
is tearing it up.
do you play? How much do you see he's going to do as far as damages? Is he going to have 100 yards?
Yeah, 100 yards plus 2 TDs. You feel me? It's going down. Ayuk finna have a day. And you might have a rush touchdown right you at it.
I was going to ask about that, too.
Because you got Deebo back. You got Deebo and Ayuk. It's ugly. And Kendrick Bourne is ugly. And Kittle back is ugly. It's ugly. And Nick Mullins, he's smart now. Nick Mullins is smart as a mug, right?
He looks good.
Think about Cal Shanahan's office. He loves to have a quarterback who's quick. And Nick Mullins is very confident about his quickness on the field. I've watched him in his press conference. This kid is confident. I love how confident this man is. That's why everybody got his back. That man is confident about his game. He knows his game and he plays it well. Straight up.
And we're talking about the jet sweep. I already see Deebo and Ayuk crossing paths. Nick, which one you going to? Fake right. Give it. Ayuk's coming around the other side. Oh!
Exactly.
Got that defense going left, got him going right. They confused. Here comes the speed. And other words, here comes the pain.
Speaking of defense, who is hearing anything about the Eagles' defense? What is they rank right now? Is they doing anything? Because remember, Nick Mullins went up against the fourth-ranked defense and put up 343 yards. The New York Giants defense, everybody talks smack about the Giants, right? The Giants, they're an NFL team. Mind you, the Niners lost to the Falcons last year. Mm-hmm. You know the Giants have the fourth-ranked defense after the game.
Hey, against the run, right? The Giants are good against the run, supposedly. That wasn't a bad defense because they was handling Kendrick in the beginning.
Right. So check this. Mind you, they had them at 6-6 before they scored that touchdown. You feel me? Before McKinnon got that touchdown? It was 6-6. You feel me? So the Giants ain't that. Now the Eagles. Now as far as the Eagles go, I'm gonna pray for them and send my condolences to them. I got the score already for y'all for that. I'm thinking 30, 35-13. It's ugly for them. Like they finna get smacked. Like this. What do they got? Who the Eagles got besides Deshaun Jackson and Marquise Goodwin? They got two fast guys. And our defense is ready for stuff like that, bro.
No D Jackson. No Marquise.
No D Jackson.
No Marquise or D Jackson. Alshon Jeffrey's not playing either, but that's not unusual for him. Man. Alshon never plays. They picked up Hakeem Butler, who's been looking for a job since middle of the season. Or since, what am I talking about? Since preseason.
Okay, so I say 35-6. No touchdown for the Eagles. I don't know. They might squeak one, but 35-6.
Yeah, I gave a couple of field goals myself.
But Nick Mullins is on his. Hey, now mind you, this is a game where the reserves, the guys who have stepped up and get more reps in. Because let's say this happens again. Let's say we need these guys again later on down the road this year. They're gonna step up and do their thing because they're getting their snaps now. So this is a good game for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the more polishing we do with that depth, and wait till the defensive monsters come back like Ronnie B.
Right. Oh, speaking of defense, I'm gonna be looking for Hyder Jr. Y'all watch out for that man and Javon Kinlaw. I think they got something going there. They got Robert Saleh got something going with them guys. You feel me?
I bet he does
on the line.
It's gonna be bonuses.
We gonna see that. We gonna see that. I think Hyder gonna get a sack. He might get a fumble. He might draw a fumble. That's my bold prediction for this game. Hyder he gets a turnover, snatches the ball up from the other team.
Somebody else said Kinlaw was gonna get a sack too. I'm telling you, don't let that.
I think Kinlaw can get a sack, but it's gonna be one of them guys that nobody's talking about. Hyder. I think it's gonna be Hyder. I swear to God.
Hyder's the man every week. No surprise with that, Norm. Hyder's the dude right now. And look out for Deion Jordan. It might be a premier day for him too. Norm, we got to go. I'm so delighted, Norm. Norm, let me see you Sunday with that magnificent Wi-Fi you got going on.
I'm gonna be at work. I work nights. I work at Amazon at night, so I'm gonna try to creep in. I'm gonna use the phone, but if it's too loud, I'm gonna have to go in the bathroom or just catch me at break.
All right.
But either way, it's Niners all day.
Yeah. Norm, have a good night, fam.
All right. I'm finna for surely is.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I tell you, this game better come out like we predict because we're just sticking up foot all up in it, ain't we? 49ers, don't you fool around, 49ers. You beat them. Eagles ain't got nothing traveling from the east to the west. That already takes something out of you. And then they ain't got no players either. Alex!
What's up, Ronbo?
Alex, come on in, man. Enjoying the fun. We're clowning the Eagles this week. And we're clowning them in advance. We're not even going to wait till Sunday. I'm going to start singing Ooh La La probably at the start after the national anthem. Eric, game ain't even started yet. Singing Ooh La La, Ooh La La, La La. Alex, there have been predictions of a shutout. What do you think is going to happen this Sunday?
I think we're going to destroy the Eagles. they don't have an offense really. They have Miles Sanders, Carson Wentz. That's about it. No Marquise Goodwin, no Alshon Jeffrey, no
Jackson,
no Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz though.
That's just too much. You can't. I think the running back is supposed to be somewhat okay.
Yeah.
You can't beat us with just a running back,
I think
though.
all their O-line's hurt.
Yeah. In fact, another one dropped out. I noticed there too.
Yeah.
If I'm Carson Wentz, I would decide you guys want to look at that second string quarterback. It's okay.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts he transferred to Oklahoma and then got picked for the Eagles.
Antonio Rosales, you copy and pasted whatever it was, so I don't have to look through it. If he did, yes, I'll do just that. Go ahead, Alex.
And I'm shifting over to defense. I think we can get Carson Wentz, like Javon Kinlaw. He's going to get a sack, I believe. Deion Jordan. Yep. Kerry Hyder, all of them. They're going to get a piece.
Oh. Man, because Kinlaw's getting better every week, Alex. The first week, I didn't have any opinion. The second week, I said, no, wait a minute. Now I see some things I like. When he was out there doing the imitation of Nick Bosa, that was so fun. I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
He says, well, if I'm going to be like anybody on this team, I'm going to be like the most vicious dude on the line. I'm going to go ahead and follow Nick's lead. They were coming across slow motion. You see Kittle coming the same move. Boom, boom. Reaches around. The running back comes. I said, look at that. I didn't know if he could learn very quickly or not. He can. So we got something going there. Okay.
I think Robert Saleh should send heat at Carson Wentz. You think so?
Do who? Say again?
You think Robert Saleh is going to send like Fred Warner and blitzes all over Carson Wentz?
Maybe not. You know why? Because Robert Saleh, they don't like the blitz, right? Just so they can stay in coverage. They probably won't do that. They want to make sure, because they believe in that front line D, right? So they're probably going to make sure that there's no place for Carson to throw the ball, and then they're just going to kill him.
Yeah.
That's been their MO for the last year. Because remember last year, Alex, we were always crying about, why don't you blitz? He blitzes on certain times, but usually. So I don't expect him to blitz.
Saleh blitzed versus the Seahawks at home when we were home last year a lot.
Yeah.
And we got the Russell.
Because of Wilson. You know what? I wish they blitz with Kyler Murray more, too.
Yes.
Real quick, guys. Bring the linebackers. Bring the safety. Just bring the quicker guys. Exactly.
Yeah.
He should know that, though.
Yeah.
No, you know.
He believes in the four guys up front. So.
Yeah. And then provide no place for you to throw the ball. He's just got faith in the front line rush. But still, you need to design some plays where if it is coverage, there should be a signal out in the field. Send somebody else to make sure he does not get past the first down marker. I want to see just charge toward the first down marker, depending on what side of the field he is. If you're the safety, if you're the guy in the box, I just want seal that off. It gets away too often. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What score you got, Alex?
Score, I'm going to believe 31-7. The Eagles are going to score in garbage time.
Yeah. So. We all give a garbage time sack. You may as well give him a break.
Offense is going to be rolling.
I know.
It's not going to be the run. It's going to be the pass. With Deebo, Kittle, Ayuk, everybody's been cooking. Nick Mullins.
Yeah. Alex, I look for experimenting this week, too. Kyle's going to try some things that he wouldn't try against a better equipped team. Let's see what's going to be. We'll probably see something fun. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
I'm ready.
Great to hear from you again, too. We'll see you Sunday if you get a shot, all right? If you feel like staying up late Sunday. Otherwise, Monday. All right.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
All right.
Night, Alex.
All right. See you, Ronbo.
Thank you, fam. See ya. And Mr. Block Eyes 22, 31-13. My Niners can't wait to see Ayuk, Deebo, Kittle. The clock is ticking for Pettis. Time for him to be a Thundercat or be in a cat litter. I think he's making preparations to move to Seattle. Mr. Blockheist, thanks for that contribution. And Chiefs fan, anybody else that's not from here and didn't know, we don't put up with any racist connotations, jokes, or anything like that. You get one warning on that, all right? Since I didn't say anything about that as you guys came in. If you guys are in here and you don't behave, if there's any racism, any bigotry, any political discussions, anything on that order, you will get the BOOT, all right? Oh, well, I guess it's too late. We're done. Be ready. Remember that for next time. Oh, singing ooh la la. Let's wish we start singing right now. Ooh la 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 la. I'll be in your face at your place Sunday and enjoying this game together with the popcorn. Is that like fam? Oh, at Niners. 4-3-1, baby.